Hello, delicious friends, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Bloodlost, a campaign about some Thin-Bloods who have found themselves trapped in a mysterious and deadly city. And I would like to introduce our amazing one-off guest, Little Red Dot. And I'm sure we will find more about her. So, just quickly, so that everyone knows, next week there won't be a game. Marco and Nate are going on a vacation together.
Yeah. We won't be live. We can't say why, but we will not be here.
Ah, mysteries upon mysteries. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. That's fine. I guess what I'll probably do, just on a whim, either play Bloodlines, because I love that game, or hang out with you, Fuzzy. Anyone want to hang out?
Yeah, I could probably do hanging out.
Cool.
Maybe.
Okay.
Cornered her.
That'll be good.
Awesome.
Sleep.
Well, yeah, that's what's happening next week. But for the moment, shall we go around and introduce all of the players and their characters and say a little bit about what you do and where we can find you? And let's start with our amazing guest, Little Red Dot.
Hello, I'm Little Red Dot. I have also just recently actually gotten back from vacation like 6 hours ago. So I am here, I am back at it. I had a very long weekend in the woods camping, so that's what I did. But I'm so excited to be here and for this to be my first stream back from vacation. I love Vampire the Masquerade, and today I'm really excited to be playing this character. I'm bringing you Liliana, who is a little bit of a wild card and pretty much a badass assassin, which I think we'll get to learn a little bit more about. I don't want to tell you too much because, mystery and all that jazz. But I'm Little Red Dot. You can find me online. I play on a ton of awesome channels just like this one, as well as bring a lot of indie games to my own Twitch channel. So you can find me on social media, mostly on Twitter and my Discord. So come hang out. Let's chat RPGs.
Sweet. Okay, Fuzzy, who are you and where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Fuzzy. I'm really awful at intros, as we all know. But yeah, I'm Fuzzy. You can find me over on twitch.tv/FuzzyFreaks, where I do all kinds of weird shit involving mostly Pathfinder at the moment because I can stop anytime I like, honest. And yeah, I play Florence, who's old and smells bad and really doesn't want to get assassinated. Thank you.
You think you have a choice. Marco, who are you?
Hi guys, my name's 8-Bit Dylan. I stream a wide variety of games here on Twitch and make weird, cringy videos on YouTube. I am so excited to be playing Marco Kravitz. He is was pretty emotionally solid, pretty chill about a lot of things, and then had some things happen last episode that may have taken him down a darker path. So we'll see what happens to Marco today.
Sweet. And last but very much not least, Nate.
Yo! My name is Delphron, or Nigel. I play Neat Rourke. You can find me everywhere as Delphron Instagram, where you have to add the 17 digits. Nate is a sassy vampire baby who literally just wants fame, and he's not getting it, so he's pissed. And that's it, really.
Awesome. There are a couple of shout-outs I'd like to do before we fully dive into the game. And the first one is that there is a Vampire the Masquerade Humble Bundle right now. So, if you hop over to that using my partner link, we can support this show and share the proceeds if you would like to support these lovely people. It's really good if you want to learn about the vampire lore. The older one, not the new 5th edition stuff, because that's all in one book right now, and many mysteries await us. But there is some cool stuff going on there. Also shout out to 8-Bit Dylan, who now has 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
And to yourself, Josh, that I just learned also you reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
You busy little bees, you.
Yeah. Very exciting. There was one other thing. Oh yeah. So I have been spending my spare time watching vampire role-playing shows. So I'd like to shout out to both Sounds of Silence on Roll For It. They do an amazing job. Little Red Dot. And another one you might not have heard of, which is Blood on the Thames, which really caught my eye because their concept is vampires that basically run a hotel. They go a bit beyond that into vampire politics, but it's like for the first episode, they're like trying to figure out how to organise a hotel and an
If it's set in the UK, do we get to eat Tories?
Oh yeah, it's set in London, so eating Tories is probably the best option for them right now. Sweet. And it's set in like 2001, I think, so they could get a head start on us.
Save the world! Eat the Tories!
Yeah, so I'd like to say that those are a couple of awesome shows that if you are wanting to expand your knowledge of the vampire lore, then they're great. Anyway, let us begin. And Nate, I'm going to put you on the spot here just a little bit.
Ooh.
You've been captured by some militant-style police officers. You've been taken to a facility that only Molly seems to have been able to escape from. You don't know how anyone else is doing on the outside, and you're pretty lonely on the inside, every now and again being taken out to answer questions and be interrogated. And on one such occasion, you are brought out, as you always are, sat down at a very grey table in a very grey room and handcuffed to the table. And as always, Inspector Shuichi, she moves in very silently, sits down, turns on a recording device and begins to ask you questions. Hello again, Nate.
Hey there. How's it going?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Now, I've got a few more questions for you today. I hope you don't mind.
Okay. Far away.
We took a look at that mansion you mentioned. And I was wondering, do you know of any little girls that have been incorporated into your, what do you call it, a coven?
What?
Into your group.
Did you say coven?
Your terrorist group. I don't know. What do you call it?
Like, are you for real? Coven? Listen. It's not a coven. It's not a group. I'm just in this. I don't know. Okay. No.
No? So you don't
No.
know who that is?
There was no girl? What age?
Between 9 and 12, we imagine?
No.
No. Okay. Fair enough.
There was a rumor that's... I don't know.
Okay, moving on. We'll have, thanks to you, have the mansion under surveillance anyway. So, we have categorized several different species of your, I don't even know what to call you. Invaders. What species would you categorize yourself as?
Species?
Species, yes. There are categorizations of the body swappers. Please.
Did you just say body swappers?
Yes. You don't appear to be a Nosferat. Are you a, Are you one of those pretty ones?
I feel like Nate would just look into the corner like he's on The Office and be like, is this bitch for real? Like, what? Do you want to repeat yourself?
I want you to tell me what type of invader you are specifically within your little organization. I know that there are different types. Just tell me.
It's a bit intrusive, but I do prefer the bottom bunk. Like, what? I don't know what you're asking.
Let's try this. What abilities do you possess? And she looks deep into your eyes, trying to stare you down. Make a composure plus.
Okay.
Just make up a composure plus something roll.
Okay. How do I do the rolls on this sheet?
Oh, on this sheet, it's slightly different. Hang on. Let's get your sheet up. On this one, there should be a little button with a D20 on it next to the skill. So this for you should probably be a persuasion composure roll. So if you press the button next to persuasion, and then it'll pop up with a little box.
Okay, there we go. Oh, and then I just press composure, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that is at a -1 because of your surroundings.
Oh yeah, that's true.
2 successes. I should roll against that, actually. Okay. I have filled in your willpower and health damage for you, but you have had time to recuperate, which means that you should remove 4 from that because your resolve is 4. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. From the health?
From the willpower damage, because you've had some time
okay.
to recuperate.
So, how do I just take away the green?
Sorry, no, from the lines on the left-hand side.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
This one, we're using a slightly different sheet, as you can tell from the graphics, but it should be okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet. You seem to resist whatever kind of pressure she's putting on you in this situation. So you're just kind of keeping your head above water with regards to like keeping your cool and stuff like that.
Okay.
So as she asks you, what powers do you possess? And looks you in the eye, what do you do? Or say?
I feel like I want to try composure. Not composure, compulsion. I want to try it just because she's looking straight at me. I feel like, yeah, let's do it. Even though she already knows about it.
Yep. Okay, so that's compel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is charisma plus dominate, I believe.
Ooh.
And what would you say? What's your command?
See, this is where I got screwed up the last time.
-1 as well, because of surroundings.
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna say dance.
Go on then.
Okay, so what do I do? Composure, right?
So for this one, for the discipline powers, there is in fact a button next to the disciplines, which I have put in kind of the middle of your page. It should have 2 dots under dominate.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Where it says
So
disciplines. And on the far right, there's that discipline button roll.
okay, so I just pressed it.
Oh no, that was a rouse button.
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, rolls.
Oh, you don't need to rouse for this one, so you're fine. The button to the right of that one, where it says charisma discipline.
And just leave the discipline blank. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it fills in the discipline for you.
Oh, perfect. And then -1.
And then -1. Okay, 1 success. She's going to roll against you.
Of course she is.
Well, she is interrogating you. You say dance,
Well, I say maybe you should dance. I think he'd phrase it like that.
She gets up and does a little twirl.
Oh.
And then comes round to the other side and she says, interesting. So at least I know you have that. I guess I'll be more careful in future. Look. All I need to know now is what protected you from that stake. What makes you different from the others?
From the stake?
Yes, the piece of wood that I put into your chest. It didn't seem to work. Well,
Yeah,
it did for a while.
I normally take wood somewhere else.
I don't think I've investigated any of your kind with quite as much sass as you. Is that what protected you from the stake? It's not going to keep you alive.
Why don't you tell me this? If I tell you, what do I get?
You might get some food. We've got a couple of... I think we give gerbils to the others.
Yeah, no, honey, that's not gonna work for me. Yeah, no. I'm just not feeling a gerbil right now. Like, I knew someone who's into rats. Like, it's not a good jump. Just...
Okay. Last try. Please describe to me your relationship with Eric.
Oh, Eric. That's a bit of a complicated one. Like, first of all, I wasn't even sure I liked him, and like he just called over. He wanted a wig. Like it was nice. Like I don't know. He seemed genuine when I first met him, but I don't know. Like he just there's something about him that's just kind of a bit weird, you know. Like you look at someone and you're like they're not all right and like right there, but then you know like maybe he could be cute if you like changed his style a little bit. So like we did have coffee like once, and we went for like food, but I don't know. Like he didn't really like want to eat something, so we kind of just like hung around. Like I don't know. It's a bit like.
Did you ever tell him to harass Renala Faye?
No. Why? Is he harassing her?
Do you have a connection with the vigilante group known as the... And she kind of presses the nape of her nose when she says this, the Cool Illuminati.
What?
So no.
I feel like if they were a vigilante group, they'd have a better name. Is Eric calling himself that? Like,
No. Why am I answering your questions? No. And let's get you the hell out of here. And she kind of, like, seemingly digs her fingers real deep into her nose nape and like, knocks on the door, and two armed guards pull you out.
you can be a little rough today. You know, I'm feeling a bit. Also, you know, might as well like throw a flower in here too. You know, like it's a bit grey. Just saying.
Okay.
Even a vine.
They throw you in the cell, and they don't give you any food. And you go to sleep. Make a rouse roll to wake up. Okay. You survive one more night. Are you on 4 hunger?
Hmm?
You're on 4 hunger, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So, we should
Bet a
move.
nice rat go down well right about now.
Never!
We should move.
There's starving vampires in Africa, you know.
Are both Marco and Florence at the cottage at this point?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what I think we should do a little bit of housekeeping before we start the scene. And that is your health.
Okay.
Have you done any healing of your own volition? I think for
I
superficial, you can remove that, and per session, I think you should get rid of 1 aggravated per session for everyone. And I think that includes you, Nate.
Did I have any health damage?
I don't think you did.
No. Florence isn't really combat heavy.
Yeah, and you can remove your superficial up to the amount of stamina you have. Willpower you can remove up to your highest between composure and resolve, but I am thinking of changing the way that we heal willpower from per session and doing desires and ambition stuff to removing the per session stuff and replacing it with the ability to visit your touchstones to repair aggravated and superficial willpower, depending on your interaction, because that's something we haven't really covered in this particular game so far. It's been kind of a background thing. We don't have to change that right now, but how do people feel about that?
I'm alright with it.
I'm down for that.
Cool. Okay. So, one last thing before we start is desires. Your short-term goals that you can work towards to get rid of superficial damage to your willpower. Florence.
God, what do we even want right now?
Do you want Nate back? Is that something you want?
Do you want Marco to answer that?
I mean, Florence probably does because she, she's fairly, nice and caring and things.
I think personally, Marco wouldn't give a shit, but the only reason he'd want to get Nate is now that he knows that the Thin-Bloods are being hunted, that Nate could be someone to count on
Also,
going forward because he's a Thin-Blood.
Yeah. See, Florence is more, Nate's an idiot and probably going to run his mouth off, so we need to we need to get him before he says anything really stupid. Because you know he will, right? They'll just be like, "Oh, let me take your photo." He'll be like, "Ooh, let me tell you everything about everything."
Florence just wants to get her photo op on. I feel it.
Well, I did used to be quite fetching in my younger days,
Marco, what's your desire?
My desire right now is, now that I don't have Molly keeping me down, I am now learning that Thin-Bloods are being hunted, and so now I have a motivation, and that's to rally the Thin-Bloods.
Ooh, revolutionary.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Nate, do you have a desire?
I feel like, other than escape, I feel like, I think, was it Alex? Was that Alex, the gangrel that we saw in the warehouse? Who was that with the claws?
With the claw. Oh, yeah. So Alex had claws, but he was the Thin-Blood.
I feel like that really inspired Nate, and he kind of is like, I want to be that powerful. Which has been like kind of his thing. He wants to like get blood, rise up in the ranks. So I feel like it's really frustrating that he's stuck here being treated like nothing, so he's going to treat it like nothing.
Okay. So that's your long... Because I know you want to rise up in the ranks, but short term... What?
Short term, I guess just escape.
Okay,
Power.
yeah, that makes sense. Simple. And Liliana, do you have an ambition or a desire?
Short term? Short term, yes, I do. Last time I checked, I was on a mission to hunt down a vampire. One in particular.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I think we should introduce Liliana, as you've been told by your associate, Taj, that on his domain is a smaller, in even bigger quotes, domain.
Okay.
Which is inhabited by some Thin-Bloods. You're aware that there is a cull on Thin-Bloods at the moment. However, Taj has told you that these Thin-Bloods have encountered what he suspects is the Second Inquisition. And if anyone knows the modus operandi or any patterns that have been occurring in the police files for this particular vampire you're hunting, who you really don't know who they are, you just know that they exist by the trail they've left behind them.
Right.
And yeah, you've tracked these Thin-Bloods to this forest, in which is a run-down, beaten up, taken over by vines stone cottage. So, and also I think it may be important to say that your contractor was a Nosferatu.
Okay. Are they working? Do I know if they're Anarch or Camarilla?
You understand that the Nosferatu in the city are hard to get hold of. They affiliate with the Camarilla, but generally as a clan, they're much more tight-knit than the others, and so have kind of distanced themselves a little, if I can speak properly.
Yeah, and so I have tracked them to this physical cottage in the woods.
Yeah.
Does there seem to be movement or light inside?
I don't know, that's up to those two.
There's probably at least a kettle on the go.
And and I'm just gonna be like sitting in the corner, like rubbing my head, trying to figure out like what am I gonna do now? Is this shortly after the encounter with Molly, or is this several days later?
This might be a day later.
All right.
So
that was a hole.
That's a good idea. Rouse rolls for the both
Damn
of you.
it. Shouldn't have said a damn thing. All right.
One job. All right.
How does rouse work?
Where is rouse?
Right down the bottom of the
that's it.
core page, there's a rouse button.
Boop.
Dang.
Eesh.
Yep.
All right.
Then I'm at 1 hunger.
So is that 2 hunger for me or 1 hunger? I'm
It
not sure
should
how that
be.
works.
Let's take a look at you.
Just 1 hunger.
For your character, you should be at 2 if you were at 1.
Okay. Well, I was at 3. Oh, sorry, I'm at 2, so I should be at 3 now,
So
right?
you should be at 3.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
and in the couple of weeks, just so you know, Fuzzy, Florence's rats have had time to breed, and you have basically got the full amount of rats that your herd counts for.
Oh,
You're not
lovely.
running short anymore.
Good.
That's so gross.
Florence is just like, come here, Snookums, come here. Come here, Mummy's hungry. Come on, there we go. Who's a good little...
I'm like staring at her from across the room, like,
And
I have done some gross things in my day, but you are fucking disgusting, Florence.
this is the scene I think Liliana comes into. Could you describe her for us?
Yeah, so I'm guessing she peers in the window at all
We're
of
in
this.
the basement, so...
Oh, so I do have to
Yeah.
come all the way down. Okay, then she squats on the stairs, like blending with the shadows, and mostly a tight pair of black denim and a dark, tight-fitted jacket, sunglasses all the time. And she has some kind of scarf type piece that covers the majority of her head. And she crouches there on the stairs watching you suck down this rat, and says nothing. She's going to wait to see if they even notice her before she makes movement.
Would I, with my awareness hearing, hear the door open?
I think I've said before that there's not much of a door on this cottage.
Oh, yeah,
You could,
I remember
yeah. If you want to, you probably hear it. So if you want to do a wits awareness,
Does he take a -1 because there's loud rat sucking happening?
Rude. Can you hear over the?
When I click wits.
Oh, sorry.
It's not
So
giving me the option
it's
for
actually the other way
awareness.
around in this. You have to click
Okay.
awareness,
and wits.
then select the option for wits.
Okay.
And then you can add a +1 for your hearing specialty, and the same for you, Florence.
Honestly, I'm not even going to roll. I'm too busy slurping down this rat.
Okay, and Liliana, I imagine dexterity stealth would be appropriate. Are you using any
about
abilities?
Let's find out. New sheet. Okay, dexterity.
I did just kind of dump this character on you, fully made. So if you need me to explain anything, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I was sort of kind of been picking at. So you want me to roll a strength and a dexterity? Excuse me, or just a dexterity?
Yeah, stealth dexterity.
All right, there's dexterity. Where is it? There it is.
Yes. So I have decided mid-campaign to use an entirely different sheet because I'm very smart.
The beast. What is that?
Did I not do that right?
Ooh,
Looks creepy.
that is 3 successes for Liliana. Oh, that's weird. Did you not add your dex and your stealth together?
I don't know. Usually I click them both and then roll once. How does it work on this sheet? Do I just actually add them and then roll
This has
once?
actual roll 20 buttons next to the stats that you press. But we'll use that. You got 6 successes. Marco, you also got 6 successes. So the status quo prevails, I believe, in this system. And as Liliana wasn't using anything special to sneak in, maybe you don't hear her arrive, but you do notice maybe just that tiny creak on the rotten boards at the top of the basement.
I'm gonna assume that my hearings, I like kind of perk up, and I immediately grab like a dilapidated, rotted board on the ground because I lost my knife when I went to the morgue. And I'm like, Florence, stop fucking sucking down the rat. I think someone's here.
Oh, bugger. I just sort of flip my sleeve and my half a pool cue sort of comes out. I was like, all right.
Hello? Who's there?
Liliana will stand and finish walking down the stairs, her heavy, biker boots clunking the whole way. Do you usually hide in the basement?
Yes.
Where else is there to hide?
Also, who the heck are you? Hmm?
Exactly.
Why have you got sunglasses on? It's bloody middle of the night.
Are you part of the Camarilla?
You ask lots of questions.
And we don't get any answers. I'm sick of this shit.
Wandered into our basement. Who are you?
Your basement. It
Yes.
doesn't seem to be owned by you.
Well,
She has a valid
Well,
point.
look. Home is where the squat is, all right?
Liliana begins making rounds in the basement, looking the place up and down.
It's filthy.
I throw the board to the side. Like she would have already tried to kill us if she was going to.
No, probably. There's probably rats just looking at you from various corners.
I slink back down onto the ground, right up next to the wall. What brings you here?
I am looking for someone.
Aren't we all?
No,
Are
sorry,
you-
can't help you. Haven't seen anybody. No, been down here all month.
The old one seems nervous.
She's always, I swear you can never get that woman to shut the fuck up.
I know it. I'm very good at biding my time. Would anybody like a cup of tea?
This is what I mean. Who is the person that you're looking for? Is it have to do with the stupid fucking calling that the Camarilla are trying to do?
Do I know this? Josh?
Your mission is to do with it? You're asking?
Yes. Is it connected?
You don't see a connection between the two.
Okay.
From what you understand, there was some sort of information leak, and that's why the Thin-Bloods are being called, because
They believe it was a Thin-Blood that leaked the information. No, there is no connection between these. It is.
Great. Another thing to worry about.
Now, I track them here because I believe that they are involved in some way.
You believe that they have encountered the Inquisition and are aware of, like, exactly where their base is?
It's because I'm looking for the Inquisition space.
Yeah, because you're basically trying to sack them for information on this vampire.
Right. Okay. It has come to my attention that you may have knowledge of a location, a place. I need it.
Oh, do you now? Where is this place?
Well, that is exactly what I am to ask you.
So how am I supposed to find said place? I've been many a place.
You have heard of the Inquisition?
Ugh. They're
Well,
so
why are you with them?
No. I seek them out.
I get up off the wall. I'm like sauntering over to Florence.
Do you reckon it's that place that Nate is in? Do you reckon it might be the place that Nate's in? Maybe that's what she's looking for. Maybe we could say
Probably, Florence, you don't have to whisper. She can hear you, probably. It's not a very big basement.
I'm just trying to be subtle, all right?
Oh, I know.
So they have taken one of you.
Yes, they've taken all of us, apparently. The Thin-Bloods are being called. We are being cast out like a fucking rat stuck up someone's sleeve. We are just a critter among the vampires, apparently.
Wait, cast out like a rat? That makes no bloody sense. I enjoy having rats up my sleeves. I wouldn't cast them out. They're lovely. Keep you warm.
And you're different than the Camarilla, apparently.
Well, yes.
I can help you find this place if it is where we think it is. I think we may have similar motivations. I, too, want to get rid of the Inquisition.
I could definitely... Yes.
But how did you know we were here?
There is some information that you do not need to know.
I just need to know who to pay my respects to if you end up helping us.
I will pay all the respects needed. As Thin-Bloods, you do not want to be involved. It will end poorly for you.
So, right.
And that's
So,
what the next question.
are you from this city, or did you come in from outside?
I have no city.
So
I
you...
go where the job is.
Oh, you buggered then. Oh, yes. Good luck getting out of here. Well,
Yes. If you think you can leave the city, you may be in for a interesting surprise.
yes.
Well, we deal with problem one at a time. First, I must find this place. You lead me there.
Yes.
Do we...
You've got nothing better to do, Florence, and it's better than listening to you slurp down any kind of rat you find.
I actually
Perhaps
have to...
specific rats.
Say that again?
What'd you say?
He perks his ears over to Liliana.
I said I have to agree with him. I cannot watch you suck on rat.
It's disgusting.
Perfectly good rats.
Not
you
where
want
I
to go
know,
out there
not
and
where I
try-
know where you get them from.
Oh,
Especially
All right.
rats.
I've already started walking up the stairs. Come on.
Bugger. Right.
Liliana, you said that was your name, right?
I did.
I am Marco. This is Florence.
I know.
Hello.
Oh, so whoever knows where we're from apparently knows who we are as well.
Oh, I think we're in horrible danger. Wonderful.
That narrows down the list of people who could have sent you.
Maybe. Or maybe this is much bigger than you. Tis funny. You are young, yes? And you?
She's old as fuck.
On the outside.
No, on the inside as well.
No, she's rotted. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
Inside and out.
probably the first thing you notice about Florence, by the way, is the smell.
Oh,
It's awful.
it is pungent.
Oh yeah, I guess we should have described how we look to you. So, he's decently tall. He's got a very slender build. He looks kind of like this. He's got a leather jacket. He's a torn up, ratty old shirt underneath, and he's ridiculously gorgeous. His appearance is super high. And he's kind of a scrappy one, so he knows how to get in and out of a fight. But his strengths are in melee. And so I guess they would have healed, but you could just tell that, I don't know, do vampires bruise? I guess they wouldn't bruise.
You bruise. Other
You probably
vampires
see
don't
bruises on his knuckles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you do any healing?
Just the one.
Okay, so you're not intending to spend any rouse checks.
My luck with that has been awful, but you know what? I might as well because we might get into a fight today.
Okay, yeah.
So just do another rouse check.
3 rouse checks for aggravated.
Oh Lord. 1. Did I do that right?
Mm-hmm.
2. Oh no. 3.
Hey, only 200 increase. What's that put you at?
Wait, it puts me at 3 hunger increase?
You should be at 3. Oh, and Florence, you should be at 1 because you ate.
Crap.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I
You
didn't
retain
heal a
your
thing.
point in animalism, Florence.
The worst luck.
You keep your point in aminalism.
Aminalism.
Yeah.
I love aminals, I do. They're lovely.
Oh, and then Florence, how do you look?
Okay, Florence looks like the oldest, most raddled, crusty bag lady you've ever met. She just looks like she's about 1,000 years old. She's got a face like a crumpled wet paper bag. She's just got one tooth in her face. She's just just crusted and shiny and just yeah. And she smells so bad, and she's infested with rats.
Oh. Is she actually an old vampire, or is she was just old and
She's an old lady who was turned into a vampire.
a vampire, but she's newly sired.
She's been a thin blood for a fair old while, but she's not really done much with it, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're aware that thin bloods, unlike normal vampires, don't their blood doesn't thicken over time, so they can live to immortality as any other vampire, but it's not an inevitability that they will become an elder or anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
Phobe just made me a pork
Oh
pie
my god.
rat.
It's so
Oh my
cute.
god, that's fucking.
Oh my god.
It's got a tail and everything.
Get a free point in hunger. No, no, you don't, because you're at 1. That would be
Yeah,
unfair.
no. I drain the soul of this pork pie rat.
So Liliana, if we are going to show you this place, do you have any weapons? Or do you expect us to walk in there with our fists?
I'm gonna poke you.
Liliana just kind of very easily pries open her biker jacket, and you see that she has a couple sets of guns and knives, and she's very clearly
Basically clean shit rat.
My fingers are twinkling over to one of those knives.
smacks
No.
it. Definitely.
Keep your hands to yourself, young man.
I just want to play with the toys.
Yes. Well,
So
is
you
that
are
your only concern?
so you are the one that is going to be protecting us instead of us protecting you?
I do not need your protection.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Wonderful. Well, I'm
Florence.
behind you then.
This is a first. Normally, it is us doing the protecting. I like the change of the roles.
Yes. I'm
yeah.
sure it's fun for a while.
She looks down at your knuckles and says, "It seems you were recently fighting. You usually fight with your hand."
No, but sometimes you have to resort to certain measures to get the job done.
Let's hope that the other person looks better than you do.
Oh, they're sitting right here, and he's pointing at his stomach. All right, we should probably get out of here, especially as we're burning moonlight.
Let us go.
Do you have a car?
Do I have a car? I would suspect I rode a bike, but I can totally have a car instead.
Uber!
Yeah.
Not another Uber. They're going to be able to track you by Uber soon enough.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, Florence isn't exactly what you'd call
Resources.
low
I
key.
think your resources
Our like
is
Uber profile picture is just Florence going like,
You
No,
have
it's
one in
Florence.
resources, so you can have a car
We've
or a
just got
bike.
some sort of terrible rating because
not
Florence
gonna
just
be
makes
great.
the Uber smell weird every time.
I suspect since there are 3 of us, having a bike would not be helpful. So we'll say she does in fact drive some kind of car. It's black windows, probably some kind of sports car. Yes, I will get us where we need to go.
Oh, lovely! I do love a nice ride around in the countryside. Mm.
do you have insurance for the interior for this one?
Do I need to be? What is she going to
You
ooze
not-
everywhere?
You
Oh.
have no...
I don't
Most-
ooze. No,
Possibly.
No,
Ava,
I don't ooze. How dare you?
I just want to be concerned that she has to know before she lets you in the car.
We can put
Fine,
her in the trunk.
Look, it's fine. I've got.
I am
I've got one of
100%
those
on board
pine
for this.
Yeah.
I just put one of those pine air fresheners out. I go, look, I've got this. It's fine.
Maybe she can sit in back.
I like that idea.
I opened the back door for her.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, dear. That's very kind of you. And
Okay.
And I'm going to slam the door for her. Feels good to have a motivation. I'm going to walk over to the passenger seat. Oh, this is nice.
Yes.
Is it yours or is it your employer's?
It does not matter. Not really.
That is
It belongs
relative.
to someone. It doesn't anymore.
As long as I'm not going to get in trouble for riding on this. And I like park my feet up onto the dashboard. It's like clanking the seatbelt.
I hop in the front seat. I don't buckle up. And I tear ass out.
You're too cool for that.
Too cool. I'm buckling up.
Awesome. Okay. Right.
Florence is totally badgering you to put your seatbelt on all the way.
What if you smack your head off the wheel?
Yes. I've seen people go flying through a windscreen. Oh, it takes a terrible mess of you, it does.
Let's show you the map, everyone. And by everyone, I mean just chat, unless the others want to go to the pinned messages in the Discord and find the map in the cheat sheet thing at the very top there. So, I imagine the most useful for navigating would probably be Florence.
Which is
Probably.
terrifying.
Yeah.
And
Oh, God, why?
she leads you from basically the north of the city, right through it, across the river to the south, where you know that there is some sort of facility that
I had a question. Are we gonna, on our way there, be seeing like signs of this Inquisition possibly happening? Like, are we going to see like police everywhere, or like the city's like dynamics have kind of changed?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Make a... Let's go with intelligence awareness. Anyone who wants to try and figure out.
So how do I roll them at the same time?
So
Okay, so you go down to awareness.
Right.
And then click the button next to that.
Okay.
And then select intelligence from that list that pops up.
I got it.
Sweet.
Nice.
So, Marco gets 4, Liliana gets 4. Is Florence paying attention?
Probably not.
To
No.
outside. Okay.
She's probably gnawing on the leather in the bag.
No, she's just there talking to the rat. She's like, who you are?
Okay.
Oh.
Marco, you are looking for signs of police presence. You definitely notice a few more sirens and a few more red and blue lights flashing through the town as you drive. There's also, and this is extremely rare and worrying for an English town, armed police. That is not something you see very often outside of London.
Okay.
Or airports.
Or airports. Liliana, you notice that as you drive through town, trying to make sure that you don't pick up any attention, increased presence
Yep.
of police, but also you notice that some of them appear to be focused around sites that you've heard of this vampire attacking.
Okay. The ones that have kind of left this trail that I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also some in an entirely different direction that seems unrelated. There's just lots more police. And that is towards the kind of north end of town, where you know a place called Bratton is. As you drive out of these woods, across the river, and into a kind of industrial estate. Very simple-looking actual square roads, which is rare, and different sized and shaped corrugated steel buildings.
And I think it's this one over here.
The one with the biggest fence and the security checkpoint, and a little bit of distance between that outside area and the corrugated iron place inside.
So, Liliana, how do you intend to get inside?
It is not just I.
Oh, we are coming with you.
Of course you are.
Well,
You made it very
I don't want to
clear.
go in there. It's scary.
Did the kindred just say it was scary?
She does not make any sense.
Well, it is. I mean, it's full of Inquisition, right?
You made it clear you have personal friend. Inside? Yeah.
Personal is a very loose word we use here.
He's an idiot, but he's our idiot.
I see. Well, we shall save your idiot if you help me.
On one condition.
Oh.
If we have any possibility, I would like to save more than just one. If we could save as many Thin-Blood as we could, that would be ideal.
This is troublesome. For
Chaos breeds success sometimes.
as long as I find the vampire I am seeking, you can do what you please with the rest.
I am perfect with that result. I would love that. Let's do it.
Oh, well, alrighty then. I suppose it would be nice to try and help some people out.
I'd like to pull the car to like an alleyway or somewhere nearby where we might be able to hide it or just keep it out of sight, so we can like regroup and make a plan.
Okay, sure. I think that's going to be a wits. Yeah, to hide a car in an industrial estate, and if it's like you said, it was a muscle car.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's going to be wits stealth, just to pick a decent place that's not going to make it stand out like a sore
Make it
thumb.
stand out, yeah. Okay, now I know how to do this crew. Aye. So I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, you see a place. It's kind of a tight spot between 2 red brick buildings. Okay. They're looking very fresh and new, and there's just enough space, and then like a big bush at the end. So like, if anyone walks past, they probably won't notice because it's very dark there. It's like one of the few dark places. You'll be probably all right.
Right. I'd like to get out and kind of peer around the corner and try to take an inventory, and kind of scope the situation. Like, how many people are we looking at? Does it seem that are they walking in a pattern? Is there the checkpoint? Are they allowing people to check in? Are they using ID cards? Like, just information that will help us better decide how to get in.
How long are you waiting?
Oh, a couple minutes just to try to gather as much as I can quickly.
Okay.
5 minutes max.
Then... And is anyone helping?
I want to know, is one of the brick buildings got a fire escape? Because I'd like to get onto a ceiling and look from up above.
Up high.
The building is climbable. However, in England, that kind of exterior fire escape is difficult. But this is an industrial estate, so there's probably like one of those, those tubes that go around ladders, and like it's locked off down the bottom with a grate, but it might not be a problem for you. So, in that case, Marco, do you want to do... To get to the top, that is larceny plus dexterity. Liliana, you would like to do investigation plus intelligence.
Okay. Oh, I see. Sorry, I did that wrong.
I'm just going to squat in a bush and wait.
Yep. Yep. Where is... Oh, there it is.
Oh, I forgot. Did we get experience last round?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I told you. You got 4.
Oh, so I'm at 8 experience. Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes for Liliana. You see there is a human, very bored-looking human, in the checkpoint box with just... It's a very simple, like, one of those lift barriers, red and white dashed. The chain link fence is probably 8 foot high with barbed wire at the top. And you don't see any patrols, but you didn't take very long to look. There do appear to be lights on and people moving inside, though. You can see windows.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And Marco, you have a bit of...
I cannot open crate.
You have a bit of trouble with this. And that was a bestial failure, which means that I get to do something fun.
Oh, God.
Let's bring up the list.
Oh.
Let's go. Oh, I totally forgot to remind you that you are still having to deal with these repercussions from being shot in the head.
Oh, that's right.
So keep those in mind. And that is... Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm going to DM this to you. Okay.
No, Josh, I'm not sending you nudes. God.
Come on.
Stuff. Come on.
Celebrate 100,000 subscribers. Come on. Where are you? And let's go, Dylan. There we go. Okay. You feel like you made a lot of noise. You got frustrated when the piece of metal you pulled out of somewhere, like just on the floor, there's random long bits of metal, and you shoved it in the lock and then it snapped off, and then you just shook it, and then you realize you made a butt ton of noise, and then you become a little bit jumpier.
Sorry about that. And I'm gonna climb up that ladder.
Marco, you're a bloody idiot. You know that.
Yeah. It's really easy to actually climb up now. Like, you find a way onto it.
Florence, you should probably come up here.
Why?
Because my seeing is not what it used to be.
Well, all right then. And I'll climb up the ladder after him. This is a terrible idea, though. Are we outlined against the sky? We are. We're outlined against the bloody sky.
Then crouch down. It's not that hard. You know how to
No,
be.
Florence is just like lying on the floor, like.
I'll attempt to see what I can see from the roof, but I also have that -2 to my vision.
Yeah, so awareness wits.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll wits awareness as well?
I think you should probably, now that Marco's rolled, you should probably just roll 1 dice, because when helping, you just kind of add 1 dice.
Can I roll my wits then?
You might as well.
Good, because that's my best one. Oh, wait, did I roll that twice?
Nope.
No? Okay, okay. 2 successes?
I said 1 dice, and you rolled 4.
Did I?
Call her out. Drag. No.
Well, I've got 4 in wits though, right? I got 4 dots in wits.
Right. Okay, well, we'll just leave it there.
Right.
You got a success. That adds on to Marco's for 3, just for the moment.
Okay.
Marco and Florence, you kind of together crouch on this flat-roofed place.
Florence pulls her glasses off and just goes, Marco, can you? Because I'm just... And then Marco's just like cleaning the glasses, and then Florence is like, oh, I can see much better now.
You got the bits of cockroach off them now. Yeah.
I can
I'm like scraping it onto the top of the roof, like,
What?
Don't scrape glasses, monster.
No, the residue from
sorry.
my jacket.
What you see as a pair, with your less specifically trained eyes, is people moving inside, and there appears to be you basically get the layout of this place from your perspective. You don't see the security gate or much of the grounds, because some of that's obscured by trees and stuff. However, the building itself appears to be a row of single level office type buildings, and then adjoining it is a vast warehouse.
All right, I'm gonna make my way back down the ladder.
Same. After you. Don't be looking at my skirt now.
Don't worry, you are definitely not going to have to worry about that.
Just you make sure, young man.
I'm like kind of vomiting in my mouth a little bit at the thought of it. It's like dry heaving, like.
Right there.
Did you see anything, Liliana?
The guard seems distracted.
There's a
think
very
that
great office building with a bunch of people in it, and there was a warehousey thing looking beyond that as well.
yes.
The three of us are. Do they seem to be dressed in anything in particular? Like a uniform of some kind?
Yeah, it's just a very simple white shirt. And like a name tag thing you didn't get to see, but it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be like a private style security person. And a high fizz. High fizz? That'd be great. A high vis vest.
Oh, okay, I see.
Maybe we could get hold of one of their uniforms and disguise ourselves.
Well,
We're really good at high visibility.
no.
Shiner jackets, you know?
You both are Thin-Bloods, yes?
Yes. Are you not?
Of course it's bloody not. Look at her.
It would be easy for the two of you to pose as newly captured prisoners.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say she was going to be a guard.
Oh, hello, I'm a guard. Look at me.
The guard that never showers, apparently.
I am going to go visit this guard. He does seem to be alone. The one that you said was at the gate.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think I can kind of stealth over there?
You can probably get to it. I mean, obviously, it is basically windows all around in this little.
Yeah. Does
box,
there seem to be like a door? You know, usually there's like a sliding door behind them that they used to get in.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, I'd like to stealth and try to basically attack him from behind, take him down silently from behind, so I can get his uniform.
Okay. So just before we go into the, I guess, heist, Nate, is there anything you've been doing or trying to do while you're captured?
Not really, unless I'm like they've been where, like, what cage am I in? Am I on my own? Can I see any other vampires? I know she mentioned
you can see like heavy doors that, like 3 other heavy doors beyond yours, like, you know, with the small little window for delivering and stuff and looking through. But apart from that, the others appear to be fairly normal office style walls and doors, partitions and things. So that's what you've seen on your way to and from this interview room.
Okay. And then in my room, there's just space Excel kind of thing, isn't it?
Yep, it's a steel toilet that uses recycles the hand washing basin into the cistern, and like no lid on it or anything, and a bunk and no window.
Okay. And no one's visiting me barred it when I'm going back in front. Probably, yeah.
You probably heard people walk past. Doesn't seem to be very
maybe been doing some yoga, probably meditating, like being obnoxious about it too.
very loud yoga. Do you want to do a roll for that?
Okay.
Let's do. You're trying to annoy them, so manipulation plus. I want to say, like, performance? Yeah, performance plus manipulation.
Okay.
Loud yoga, yeah.
And that's -1 as well, yeah?
Ooh. Nothing bad seems to befall you. Every now and again, like, you get someone like banging on your door, but nothing more than that. You got 1 dice for that?
Yeah, I have nothing in performance. I don't think I...
You didn't roll your manipulation on top of that.
Oh.
You only rolled performance.
Ah.
Also, as an Instagram model, you don't have any performance?
Excuse me. It's not a theater, it's a picture.
You know they do video, right?
Yeah, Nate doesn't. Like, he's not about that crack. He probably does.
Many Instagram
I pressed
stories.
manipulation, but I don't think it's rolling it.
Oh, let's see if I can do it for
Yeah, it doesn't seem to...
So manipulation is 2 dice. Second attribute, none. Oh, are you clicking like the words?
No, I'm doing it the same way the other one was, where you click the dice, and then I just click down to manipulation from the attribute.
Oh, that's
It
weird.
doesn't-
I can roll that for you now, however.
Oh, cool.
Oh, damn.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah, but
Loud yoga it is. Might be able to find you easier that way, though. Okay. So, Liliana sneaks on over to the guard booth. That is a dexterity stealth roll. Are you using any disciplines?
I actually think I have one for this. Hang on. Well, everything's all different.
Yeah, sorry. If you go to the core at the very top and then roll down
To the bottom. Got it. Okay,
to the
yeah.
bottom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have, Cat's Grace, I believe.
That is for perfect balance.
Okay. Fleetness Blink.
Oh, you have Silence of Death.
I do have Silence of Death. Where is that? I saw that earlier.
That is a good way not to get discovered.
I also have a specialty in stealth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
actually, I should hang on quickly. Brief you on one of your abilities.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Silence of Death.
Yeah, so roll your stealth dexterity.
You got it. Stealth. Three successes.
What do you think of that?
Did you send it in Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that will do why. Let me pull that up real fast.
So with 3 successes, you arrive. However, I forgot to tell you a thing that you can do,
Oh.
which may change your mind.
Oh. Sorry, Discord is loading. It's taking its dear sweet. Yeah, and obviously I want to do it without anybody noticing, so if there's a timed thing there, I want to make that a reality. Oh. Okay.
Yup.
Okay. It won't change anything yet. I'm gonna go ahead and try to take him down and get his outfit, and then I will once I have like taken position, I'll ask the other two to like join me. I'll give them a signal or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you managed to get to the door, and I need to quickly check Silence of Death. I'm pretty sure it affects things that you touch, which would include the door. But I'm not entirely sure. The user silences collisions and other sounds of their person. This makes the vampire undetectable if an observer could only notice them by sound, such as when on a different floor of a house. This power does not eliminate sounds the user makes outside of their personal space. Slamming doors. I think opening a slide door won't make any difference at this point. The guard, a overweight, middle-aged, grey-haired man who is basically on his phone and every now and again checking the radio in front of him and a single security monitor.
Okay. I guess I'd like to walk up behind him and... Yeah, I guess I'll do something melee with my hand since that seems to be the best option. Yeah, I would like to grab him by the mouth and just break his neck.
Okay. That would be brawl plus strength. And you,
Okay, so brawl and strength.
you
Excuse
do
me.
have a... No. No, never mind. You don't have a specialty for that.
No, not for that one. So 2 successes.
2 successes? Mm. You grab him by the head and he yelps. Hang on, I didn't give you the option. Would you like to use willpower to reroll this?
Oh.
Normally
Yeah.
it's until I describe what happens, but seeing as first time on the show.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Why not? Real willpower?
Yep, ooh, no, sorry.
Did I do that wrong?
You don't get that many dice.
I was about to say, do I only get...
You get 3 dice from your...
So how do I tell the... Do I just roll 3?
I think there's a
D10.
willpower reroll button just under your willpower
Oh,
gauge.
the reroll is the one I need to hit. So reroll 3. So 1.
3 successes is what you need.
Yeah. So I only got 1 that time around.
So 2 plus 1, that's 3. You do
That's
need
3
to
total.
mark off one of your willpower slots with superficial damage. But for the moment, it's not messy. This guard
What?
limp before and after the act.
Great. I will try to
Interesting.
Sorry, I just unplugged my headset. I just ripped it out of my head. I would like to unrobe him and try to put his clothes on as much as possible, even if it just means I only manage his shirt or something, because I know you said he was kind of a big guy.
Yep.
To try to blend as much as possible, and then I'm going to take his position in the stand and motion for the other 2 to come over to the backside.
I walk up and I'm laughing. I'm like,
Florence is trying her best to be sneaky. She's just like,
you expect that to work? Look at you. You look like you are wearing your parents' clothing.
Do you have better
wear it.
idea?
he should
No.
wear it.
Me?
Would it fit him? Would it fit him better?
I'm skinny.
But you know, probably built more like a bloke.
I
mean, how well fitting was the guy's uniform in the first place?
it was tight.
Was it a standard issue one? So it's just like you get 3 different sizes, and you know, good
Pretty
luck
much.
if you-
It's not very comfortable looking,
one
but
size fits nobody.
Marco and Liliana might be able to pull it off if they like really tucked in the shirt to make sure it's pulled tight. So
Yeah.
the excess fabric.
Okay, that's what I'd like to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it work as much as possible, and then there seem to be a set of handcuffs or zip ties or something that we can put around them?
You might want to take off your sunglasses, dear.
She realizes that's probably a good idea, and she takes them off unwillingly, like tucks them in her shirt, you know.
Oh, you've got lovely eyes, sweetheart, haven't you?
I look at Marco. I'm like, does she always talk?
It is non-stop. You want it to stop and it won't stop. Ah.
How else am I supposed to say what's in my head if I don't let it come out of my mouth? You know?
We have to get you bound, and I need the both of you to look less comfortable.
Well, 1 minute, 1 second. Can I borrow one of those knives that you have tucked away in your jackets? How are we to defend ourselves if we encounter some turbulence in this rescue operation?
I see your point, but if they pat you down, and you, as a...
Oh, you could always hide them on me. People don't enjoy patting me down for some reason.
I don't think they're going to care how smelly you are.
No, it's more the nibbles.
I have better idea.
What is it?
Have you ever drank from another kindred?
I have not, and I've heard bad things about this.
They tell you only bad things, never good things.
I am in no interest of drinking from kindred. That's how I lost someone.
You might be, if it were to help you.
And what way?
In many ways. But
Well,
if
we're
you
talking
are...
drinking or drinking them dry?
No, I am not going to let you drink me dry. For the both of you to
right.
die.
Oh, you're
Oh,
drinking
so you just want to
me.
blood bond us instead? That's fine then. That's fine.
I have no interest in being bonded to you, trust me.
I laugh.
I would like to give you stronger abilities.
I am
You
okay
are
with
all
this.
only partially as strong as I am.
All right. You're winning me over with this.
What sort of abilities?
Yeah, you can find out.
I'm not sure.
Florence, shut up. I know that you've put your mouth on things without asking once or twice in your life. Just do it this once.
I saw you drink from rat.
Yes.
I am significantly cleaner than a rat.
But you're a person and you talk and no.
I am no person.
No, I don't want to. No.
She like takes off one of her gloves and takes her fingernail and like slices her wrist a little bit, and she says, "Are you sure?"
Yes. I don't want to. No.
I grab the rest. I'm like, why not? And I drink.
Okay. Liliana, you need to make me a rouse
Drink or
check.
dry. No, I'm kidding.
That's a good way to get stabbed in the face.
Yeah, right. Okay.
He sucked too hard and she knifed him in the eyeball.
Well, yeah, just one rouse check, which is right at the bottom of the sheet on the left.
Yep.
And Marco, you gain a blood point.
Yep.
Wait, oh yeah, and what?
Hunger. Where's my hunger? There it is.
You get 2 points in celerity.
Oh, isn't that what I liked anyway? Perfect.
And now you
Where do
have
I
the
add
second
that in?
level. And you can
Yeah.
find the rules for those on page 252 if you want to see the first and second level abilities.
Okay, so celerity. I thought I already had.
Mechanically, I don't want to lose my animalism because,
All right, and then what was the page again? I'm so sorry.
Page 252 in the Vampire 5th Ed book.
Okay.
So you basically have a choice for the level 1 ability, Cat's Grace, which perfect balance, Rapid Reflex, which you've had before, which is dodging bullets,
Definitely want that rapid reflex.
and then level 2 is Fleetness, which lets you rouse check to add your celerity dots to any dexterity non-combat tests you do.
That one more time. So I'm trying to follow along with that.
Okay, Fleetness lets you do a rouse check to activate the ability, which lets you add 2 dice to any non-combat dexterity pool,
Okay.
also to dodging.
Okay.
It's good.
And then what's the second one?
Oh,
Oh, is that
no,
the only
there's
level
only
two?
one level 2 power.
Oh, then
although you
I-
could choose both Rapid Reflexes and Cat's Grace at level 1, because you've got 2 points.
I'm gonna take rapid reflex and fleetness.
Sweet.
Cool.
Good choice. However, you are well aware that this has bonded you, albeit weakly and not fully, by 1 point to another kindred.
It
Please
wouldn't
take
be my
a
first
stain.
time.
Take a stain for your I forget the word for it, conviction. And Liliana, you just murdered someone in cold blood? I mean, it's your job, but at some point you're going to think about this in the future, and the reckoning will probably come.
Trying to figure out
Surprise!
where do you find stains?
Oh, stains work a little bit differently. At the very bottom on the right-hand side is your humanity. If you click on the far right of your humanity boxes, you do a little slice thing, slash. And it's all in the same bar. Because that's how it's normally supposed to be written. And you check you get your rouse dice by seeing the unfilled in boxes. And you kind of fill it in from right to left instead of the normal way.
Okay.
For stains, at least. So Liliana, you get stain as well. Yay. Thank you, Angela. Anyway. Marco, you feel an intensified version of a power you are familiar with.
Oh, that was quite nice, Florence. I recommend it.
No.
Whatever. No. You're not going to convince her in either way, so...
No.
This is fine. It is least I can do to offer. And she like pulls a shirt down over her.
Do I lose some hunger?
Yep, 1 point.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Did you want to try and extract another hunger point?
No. Oh wait, from her? No, I'm good.
No. Okay.
No.
No, the both of you must be captured, imprisoned. Do you think you can handle that? And I look right at Florence.
Well, as long as it's only pretend, yes.
Do you know where they are keeping your friend?
Not a bloody clue. Just listen for the sound of, I don't know, Irish cheek, and you'll probably find him.
What?
Oh, like this he is. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my hair. Oh, my wig. Stop putting my wig on. Oh, it'll be disgusting. Oh, I'm going to go and try to...
Your friend wears a wig. Are they also old?
Oh, no. He's a coos player?
He's a cosplayer.
Yes, that.
But he feels the need to cosplay every single day, which makes no sense.
I don't know that I understand any of these. So I am going to move on.
He dresses up like an idiot. It's fine.
Great. He is here. You know where this place is.
Oh, I know. Once we get in there, I can send my babies off to look for him.
The rats will look for your friend.
Yes, they know what he smells like.
And you decided to just now tell us.
Well, yes, because you have to get inside. They can't open doors.
They are rats. No, rats use doors. Can't they, like, burrow through?
Burrow through?
Isn't it their jobs to find ways into houses?
It's not their job. That's just what they do. They're not bloody badgers. Besides, I don't want to send them in on their own. They might be scared.
They are...
They're my babies.
Right.
Babies.
When we get in, we will release rats. Do you know anything else about what it is they do here? What the inside looks like?
Is this the same facility that I came from?
No, it's different.
Okay.
Yours was a very simple public morgue.
Would Molly have told us anything about it? She wouldn't have, really, would she?
No.
I tried to get her to tell me information. She wouldn't.
That was a very messy burning of a bridge. Yes. Could have worked out, but it didn't.
Nope. She was adamant about kicking me out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, no, we don't know bugger all, I'm afraid.
Do you know who it is that took your friend? A name?
Her name is Shuichi, I think. We have to make sure she does not see our faces.
Why is this?
She will know it is a ruse.
Why is this?
I am sure that it has gotten out that we've escaped.
She
And
doesn't know who I am.
She believes you are still here.
I don't know. In my free time, I don't talk to Inquisition agents.
Well, you seem to know where they are. You seem to have friends that has been taken, and I assume you too have been taken. So you do have actually more connection than you think.
I was not
wasn't
here. I
I
was
wasn't
not here.
taken
She
at
was
all.
not taken. Yes. I wake up in the morgue and I bite my way out. So that's why I did not know where this location was, but she did.
I rescued you. You didn't bite your way out.
I feasted my way out a little bit.
I came along and I rescued you.
You may have helped a little.
Okay. We are going to go in. We are going to tell them that you escaped and I captured you. Do you understand?
Yes.
This woman, we will say I have been hired by her to return you to, what is your friend's name?
His name is Nate.
Nate. I bring you to join Nate.
Maybe that will work. I don't know what it's like on the inside. Though if it's like the outside, I assume it's high security here.
Does he have like a key card or a door card?
There's a panel on the front which appears to be like a way to buzz people into both the flippy gate thing and the front door.
Yeah. Okay. And you said there was a security camera just on the gate, or does it face like the inside? Does it flip through different?
There's a gate camera facing outwards that you can see the monitor for now.
Is there a walkie-talkie or a CB radio?
Yes.
Is anybody talking on it?
No. Has previously been just bits of inane chatter like, okay, going on my break now, sort of thing.
Okay, cool. No, but it seems relatively quiet all in all.
Yeah.
I also am afraid that they are going to have security. You have a gun. They're the guard's gun, right?
The guard
Guard
has a
didn't.
gun.
The guard didn't have a gun?
No,
Then
the
you
guy
are going
basically
to-
has nothing aside from his uniform.
You may make the alarms go off if you walk through any sort of security.
Why? Because I am armed.
Yes, and he was not. Unless you say you find stolen weapons from us.
Oh, these could work. Yes,
Maybe.
but they will take them.
That is a problem.
What if we get onto grounds and go up roof? All we have to do is get in. We don't have to walk through the front door.
That is true as well.
Yes,
We do
that's a
not.
good idea. I like that idea.
Let us get onto the grounds. We shall climb roof down.
Also, we stood here next to a dead body. We should probably move. Should we hide him?
Can I guess he's naked now, isn't he? Never mind. Yeah, I'd like to just make sure he's like well hidden and rolled away.
Under the desk or somewhere
Under
else?
the desk, yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Simple enough.
I guess I'll buzz the gate open. And did we find handcuffs or zip ties or anything
This guy does not seem to be well equipped.
equipped at all? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we say...
You do get his ID card, though.
Okay, good. So I've got an ID card, so we can at least get in and out.
It does say your name's Jeff, though.
It's my father's name for realsy. Yeah, I need
Who reads ID cards anyway?
yeah. I just make sure it's kind of like flipped around or something. Do we have something that I can bind their hands with rope or?
We can just like pretend our hands are tied together.
I think because there's a couple of monitors and stuff like that in here, you could probably get cables. That's
Okay,
the
that would
only
work.
kind of
Anything.
cord, though, that's available to you.
Okay. Yeah, anything that I could at least bind them with
Yeah.
and make it seem viable.
Yeah, it's you're probably well versed in tight knots. Do you do it properly or?
I probably do it properly.
That's a terrible idea, dear. Just do slip knots instead.
Oh,
This is-
but will they notice? Is the question.
No.
This is not the first female vampire that has wanted to tie me up.
That's disgusting.
If we are going to do this, you have to trust me. I will cut your bonds free when it is time.
It is not like you can't fight with hands bound. It's just harder.
Mm.
You can still scurry around and send your rats off, I assume.
Oh, yes, they're not tied up, are you, my little darlings? No, of course you're not.
No.
Yes, you're
They're
a good little
adorable
rat.
and nuzzling inside the folds and various other parts of your shawls and.
Okay.
What I'm probably gonna do before the before I get tied up is I just want to do one thing, and I'm gonna slice my wrist and I'm gonna feed a couple of the rats some of my blood again.
Okay.
You need something special for this. Oh yes, my darlings.
Oh, Lord.
You have animalism right now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So what am I rolling?
You don't need to roll for that. Oh, you
okay.
do. Sorry. Yeah, a rouse check.
A rouse check, right? Great.
See if you get hungrier. Nope.
Boom.
They
There you go.
nibble a little bit, and you know they're
Mm.
very conservative in the amounts that they eat.
Yes. There you go. Oh, big and healthy and sleek. Yes. Mm.
Definitely.
Now, I've got
They
a
do
job
look-
for you.
More alert and slightly more dexterous as they scurry up and down your arm. Yep.
Now hide away, hide away. We've got a job to do. Come on. I'm being sneaky. Oh, yes.
And they do so.
All right, so I guess we want to probably sneak to the side of the building or back of the building wherever we can find a potential way up without being seen. Like, ideally, it is only a guise. Like, we only have to use the being tied up as a guise.
Okay. I think that it might be easier to climb up onto the office part that is adjoining the warehouse. The warehouse itself is just straight up corrugated,
Gotcha.
vertically as well, so it's crinkle crankle that way. But Liliana, you know a very easy way up. You have a ritual, I believe.
Oh, do I?
Yes, and I'm fairly certain I wrote it down for you in the
Quietus?
blood and no. Oh yes. So under details, under notes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did look at this.
there is clinging of the insect.
The group. Oh. So. Okay.
That's a very easy way for you.
Yes, for me,
No
but
one
not
else.
for them.
You might be able to carry someone with you. It would be difficult.
Okay. Okay. Once we get around, I guess I just want to make sure we're well hidden before we kind of stop as a group. Is there a way for the rats, like a place we can easily see to get the rats in?
Now this seems fairly new and fresh. Like, no worn areas. There might be a vent somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking, like a ventilation system.
But it's like halfway up and in the corrugated iron. But then there's also like the windows and that look out into various sides from the office side. So it depends where you want to get in.
Where you want to? Okay. It is time for you to send the rats, yeah?
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay. So are there any open windows that I can get to?
None of the windows are open. But they do look like fairly simple to open, double glazed things.
Yeah.
Well, they can't open windows, dear.
Is there okay? And the window's not reachable from where we are. Like we can't like slide it open.
Oh,
or push it
well,
open.
yeah, you would. It's like first level thing or ground level stuff, so you can.
Okay, so Liliana will quickly quietly, creak the window open, for them to be able to get in.
I think that would be a dexterity larceny roll because it's not just like there's a catch somewhere in it.
Okay.
That you would have to like jimmy
Does it
up.
have an alarm on it, dear?
Does it? Does it look like it?
You can't tell.
Can't
That's kind of the point.
tell. Okay,
You
well,
can-
we're gonna find out.
Oh, bugger.
4.
4 successes. Yeah, you manage to basically slam a knife in there, and you find like there appears to be some sort of moving mechanism on either corner. So you push it in there and then slide it up, and you hear a click, and then you do the same on the other. The marks from this entry are very clear because you used a knife. But you are in, no alarms go out, and inside the room you can't see any light coming from there.
Well,
Oh, off you go, darlings. There you go. Go and find the annoying one with the wigs, Yes, the wig and this. Yes, the one that smells of soap all the time. Yes, and aftershave and all that lotion and things. Yes, that one. Go on, off you
And
go.
the regret. Don't forget the regret. That one smells very high of regret.
Don't confuse them.
So, just quickly, Florence, that is a resolve and animal ken, or animal ken and then resolve, because of the way this sheet works.
And resolve. Where's my resolve? Right, okay.
Oh my god. Okay, yep. Focused from the taste of your blood, they basically dive straight through the gap. You don't even see any movement of hair as they slide under there.
Oh.
And they
Oh,
disappear.
look at him go. I'm so pleased.
Okay. All right. You need to find a way in. I can climb building, but I don't know.
Why don't we just go in through this window?
Can they get in through that window?
They have to boost each other.
You could just about fit. Might make a bit of noise. You're not sure. But there don't seem to be any people in there. So it might be a good way in.
Okay.
I'm going to boost Florence up first.
So, don't look at my skirt now.
Is that something that happens often? Why does she keep saying this?
She has a fascination with thinking people want her.
Oh, I see. Strange.
As the Florence just sort of old ladies her way through the window. Oh,
Quiet.
God.
Shh.
Try it. I don't do a lot of burglaries,
And then I'm going to try and jump up and see if I can grab your guys' hands.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah, Florence just sort of reaches out a gnarled old claw, pulls you up.
Yeah. I think I will use my fun little stuff.
Climbing with our hands tied. Ooh.
Yeah, you guys get in and probably stumble a bit. I, just for the ease of it, will use whatever my little specialty thing is. My details, is that where it was? Yes. I don't follow immediately. She stays behind for an extra minute or so, and I kind of catch a spider I see crawling up the side of this building, and I crush it in my hand and rub it around, and cast. Oh, I say cast. I roll a ritual, so intelligence and blood sorcery.
Yep.
For clinging of insects. So let's see how I do that. My blood sorcery. I feel like I saw that earlier.
Oh, that should be under disciplines.
It is Silence of Death.
Oh, and the drop-down boxes let you say what goes in the roll.
I see how that works. Okay, so I said it was intelligence. Let me just quick check my intelligence. Where is it?
Yeah, it should be intelligence, and then where it says discipline, that just fills in for you because it doesn't know which discipline you're talking about. So discipline does it for you.
Oh, okay. So, discipline does it for me. Got it. Okay. Well, then we should be good to go. Let's try this. 3
successes. Takes you about 5 minutes of ritually crushing, and I guess you can describe the ritual yourself. This is your own version of it.
I guess that's true. So I crush the spider down into like a pulp almost in my hand, as I take a finger and begin to use its guts and blood to write across my forehead in ancient symbols. And when I'm done, I squeeze both my hands together and stick them to the wall, and they become literally sticky like a spider, and I'm able to just kind of climb up.
Yep.
The fuck? What did you
that
just
also
do?
requires a rouse check from you. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh.
Because it is a ritual. A blood ritual.
Poor spider.
Aha!
This is simple. This is trivial to you.
What did she just do?
Oh, the old wiggly boo.
What does the wiggly boo? I don't, because I have a 0 in occult, so I'm kind of like what?
Right.
What's
this
your
time
occult?
I do. Yeah, what is a ritual? I do crawl in through the window, but I stay to this. Like I don't drop to the floor. I go up the ceiling.
Wait. What if they notice? There's a lot of noise that we've been making.
I'm just going to slap you around the face. Fairly gently, but not super hard, but just step out of it, boy.
Okay.
What do we see?
Together.
This appears to be some sort of admin office that is currently abandoned because it is nighttime.
Okay.
There is a door, single wooden, no window office door at the kind of opposite corner to where you climbed in.
Do we need to act like we are prisoners anymore?
Can we peek the door open and see what's down like the next hallway? Are there people coming? Does it seem relatively abandoned for nighttime?
That's going to be a Dex stealth roll.
Okay.
I think we keep trading yawns back and forth.
I know. I'm just like dexterity.
Today is tired day.
I only got 2 successes.
2 successes.
But I got the beast.
And that is a bestial failure. Something about this moment makes you paranoid. It's checking. It's constantly checking over your shoulder. You've done this a lot, and it's starting to get to you. Like, after a rest, you'll probably be fine, but the repetition, the never knowing which direction you're going to get shot at from, it wears you down. So I think in this situation, you are paranoid, and basically you treat... You see threats where none exist. You lash out, you maybe flee, depending on the situation, and you can sometimes you fixate on some unusual patterns, whether they're symbols or coincidences.
What do I? Yeah, when I creak the door open, do I see anything?
You see someone that is walking in your direction. and they appear to be armed.
But
on the opposite, this seems to be a straight corridor. On the opposite side, there is like a series of reinforced doors.
Florence is going to turn around and close the window, not like lock it, but just make it look like it's it shuts to a casual glance.
Okay. I quickly click the door. I turn around. This is not good. They are well armed. They may not be on the outside, but in the inside, this is not good.
Okay, was somebody coming?
Yes,
Hear the
I don't know if
boots.
they are coming into here.
Florence just immediately obfuscates up against the wall. Just,
You don't
I
have
warned
obfuscate
you
right now.
about this.
oh, is it? Oh, no.
Do you have obfuscate affinity?
I had it. I'm sure I had.
Hang on, I'm going to quickly check your other roll 20.
I could have sworn I did. Or I had hide.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
I had like level 1, like the hide in sort of like when staying still thing.
Was that your discipline affinity?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to quickly check that because I thought you had something else instead. But,
you gave me sense the beast. I definitely didn't have sense the beast.
oh, well, that's what you got from animalism.
Oh right, did it? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Maybe it was just
Let's launch that one and take a look. Meanwhile, I look at this. There was something I wanted to tell you, Nate. There is dust falling from the sky. Well, the roof.
Oh, okay. I definitely think he would have investigated the room. Especially if there's dust, he would have tried to see what it is. Especially if he's bored.
Okay, yeah, totally. After a little bit of dust falling and stuff, your hand gets nipped as you poke the ceiling. You have to jump a bit to touch the ceiling, and you poke it. Your finger goes straight through, and you get nipped.
Oh.
And a rat head pokes through.
Okay. Is it enough for the rat to come through at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I try and coax the rat through? I feel like Nate would try and come here.
As soon as you put your hand out, it leaps onto it, and it's followed by 2 others. And then they just stare at you.
I feel like he'd kill him. He'd at least kill one. Definitely kill one. And just drink his blood.
You are at hunger 4, so I'm not going to stop you. You sink your teeth into...
He doesn't know they're Florence's, so I feel like he would just, go straight. Because I feel like he didn't trust the gerbils, because they might have been, pumped with stuff. But a rat.
Yep.
My special babies.
Sink your teeth into one of these, and it's gross. There's fur, but there's also something sticky about them. They've probably been going through something. There's mud and worse things than that. But you get back a blood point.
Cool.
Or hunger. And
let's see. There's still 2 rats, right?
At this point, would they be trying to be nope?
oh, and you
They
lose
notice,
whatever points you had before, and you gain 1 in animalism.
So what can I do with animalism?
There are 2 level 1 abilities. One is Bond Famulus, which is where if you have a pet, you can feed it your blood and it gains certain abilities and advantages. And the second one is probably more useful to you, which is Sense the Beast. You can look at a person, vampiric, supernatural or not, and you can tell, depending on your successes, what their jam is, whether they're a werewolf, you would be able to tell what kind of animal resides within them, or whether they're mortal.
I think I'll take that one.
And you can also tell their intent towards you, whether they want to kill you or not.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I would look at the other two rats. Can I, like... They're obviously frightened or whatever, and they can't get away from me because they fall from the roof.
The two that remain are not frightened, but they have jumped off and have started skittering up the reinforced door. And, in fact, move the little slat aside and jump out. Unless you try and stop them.
Yeah, I think I'd try and grab one. Even if I'm clinging at the tail or something.
Okay, let's go Dex plus... to grab something, I think that's Brawl plus Dexterity.
Brawl, okay. And -1 again?
Yeah, you don't like this place.
See, why is it not rolling the one for me? That's really weird.
Yeah, that was just Brawl. Yeah, you can roll your Dex. Separate.
And just do no second after it, yeah?
Pardon? You have to roll your Dex, because otherwise, like, it wouldn't be fair. You get extra dice.
Okay. So I just rolled, like, I just click the dice to Dex then?
Oh, right, yes. And then you select, in the drop-down box, nothing. And that should be able to do it for you.
And -1 for that as well.
Oh, no, not to this one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Because you've already done the last one.
There.
Okay, 2 successes. Let's see how the rats do. I believe they're a lot quicker than you.
Come on, babies, you can do it. Run!
Where are they? They're here. Okay. You grab on.
Okay.
The other one makes it, though.
Okay. So I'm kind of like holding it up at its scruff and just like looking at it. Does it even vaguely look familiar? Because I'm kind of getting the sense that it might be, but I think that's me just jumping to conclusions. So I'm kind of looking for something that kind of indicates that it's...
Do these ones have ribbons on them, Florence?
Yes, they do.
You'll probably recognize it then.
Okay. So I guess he's kind of... Nate definitely kind of feels this, like, jump a little bit and kind of maybe glances towards the limp body of the other one. And then kind of...
Oh, a rat!
Yeah, and then it's just like...
Shit!
Okay. Kind of just looking at it kind of sideways, tilting it a little bit and being like, fuck. You're like...
While you have it by the scruff, it's just like scrabbling and squeaking a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think he would just like hold on tight and be like, listen up, little bitch. We got a job to do. And he would just go over to the door and he would like hold it up and be like, I'll let you go on one fucking condition. You find her and you tell her where the fuck I am. And then he'd wait and just like give her like a menacing glance and then maybe like flare his teeth a little bit and then just put us to the door.
Manipulation plus animal ken.
Okay. Or is it animal? Yeah.
Animal ken and then manipulation from the drop-down list. Yeah. Rats are real good. I just looked up their stats. Rats are real good. Also, so this is something I learned. Okay, 1 success. That's a success. You don't know what it thinks. You don't get any reaction from it.
It didn't roll his other dice.
Yeah. But like close and reopen it because it just keeps it did the first time I did it and ever since then it just doesn't do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, try restarting it and seeing if that makes a difference. But basically, you put it into the slot and it just launches itself out. You have no idea.
Okay.
That's just doing animal ken again.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Hang on. Let's try it on mine.
It did it the first time, the way like you click the dice, drop down menu, click manipulation, submit, -1, but it just rolls the hunger for some reason.
Well, it should just roll the hunger. Because you... So what's your manipulation? Your manipulation's 2. Your number Ken is none. So yeah, that was right. That was the right amount.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Because, you know, if you have less than the amount of hunger that you have, then your whole dice pool is hunger dice.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the problem.
Yeah,
So, don't worry. It's not broken. Yeah. This is something I learned very
no,
early on.
I'm not accurate. I just want...
No, sorry. This is something I learned very early on in Vampire. Don't fuck with animals. They can kill you. Just don't do it. My Nosferatu, with lots of potence, almost got murdered by a very normal dog.
Oh.
They don't like vampires. Anyway. Yeah, a success in VTM 5 is 6 or above. Okay. It's basically a 50-50 chance on every single dice.
Okay.
And you gauge difficulty by the amount of successes that you get. In previous editions, you gauge difficulty by raising the target number, but you don't do that in this one. Because it was too complicated. Anyway, rat escapes. Liliana, you see out of one of the slots a rat drop. And then soon after another one. And that is when you notice that this person is walking towards you. With heavy
Towards
boots.
the actual room.
Walking towards the actual room. They might have clocked you, you're not sure.
Okay. Quickly, they are coming. Hide.
Oh.
Josh,
I'm a
can I
cactus.
have a look at my other sheet?
Oh, I did look at your other sheet. So, your Thin Blood merits were Day Drinker, Thin Blood Alchemist, and Vampiric Resilience that you've got written down here. So you don't actually have an affinity for a discipline that you keep between things. I will let you change it, because you haven't used Thin Blood Alchemy yet. So you can change that for Obfuscate.
Yes,
Yeah?
I would like to. I'm sure I had obfuscate. I had it written down. Oh,
Yeah,
anyway.
because you've been using obfuscate a lot. So
I just assumed for some reason that you had it, but you didn't, but now you do, because were you ever intending on using Thin Blood Alchemy?
Not really. It hasn't really come up, and it's like you've got to get blood to use it, and that's not something that, Florence really does.
Fair enough. Well, let's
right.
change that to an affinity for Obfuscate, and you have level 1 Obfuscate, which means that you can stand still and just go...
Yes, which is what I do. So Florence just like... Whoop.
Marco and Liliana, you look around as soon as you say hide.
Yeah.
Where's Florence?
Okay, cool.
You can still smell her.
Ooh.
Doesn't hide that.
What can I hide behind?
Desks, chairs, partitions. It's not going to be too difficult.
I'll hide behind a partition.
Yeah, I actually want to... Does the door swing in or out?
The door swings in.
Great. I will hide when the door swings in, I'll be behind it.
Okay. Liliana, that's Dex Stealth +1. Marco, that's Dex Stealth. You can make excuses for the smell all you like.
Did I not do that right? Crap.
Marco, 1 success. You do have willpower to reroll. 3 dice to do it with.
Yeah, why not?
What is going on?
No, I did that wrong.
4 successes on
Nice.
the hide.
4 successes. Sweet. Ooh, 1 success.
Yikes.
Does that make that a crit? Nope. 2 successes. Okay, Liliana, you can see Marco's butt hanging out. But it's too late. The door swings open, and you can't see anything because there's a door in your face. And the lights go on. And this, you hear from Liliana's perspective, just the clomping. Marco, you feel someone poke you in the butt.
I'm gonna get up as if I'm like lazily, like I'm gonna act like I'm drugged.
Excuse me, mate. How are you doing here?
Don't know. And I like hold up my hands because they're like bound together.
What? Okay, we're gonna sort this out. You're coming with me, and he grabs you tightly by the shoulder.
Can I, while this is happening, like scutter up the wall and over top of them to drop down on him?
Yes, you can use a combination of your ritual and probably silence of death, because you know, like, sticking to stuff can be.
So how do I roll silence of death?
That's not a roll. That's free.
Oh, it just is. Okay, great. Yeah. So, I do that. Yeah, I scutter up, and I want to drop down knife in hand, and I'll put him out again, I guess.
Okay. Dex melee +1 for falling from the ceiling.
Can I sort of like, if I see her sort of like going to do this, can I sort of like jump in and attempt to help by knocking the guy's feet out from under him?
Okay. You might have to.
Yeah, because I only actually, surprisingly enough, I only got 2.
Right. So what would you like me to roll?
That is a Dex melee or strength brawl?
Let's see. Right. Dex. Hang on. Brawl or melee? Melee. Definitely melee. Okay, so Dex melee.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, did that roll Dex as well?
It appears to.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. Okay. Yeah.
It should say it really, but it doesn't. Anyway, the combination of you two going in at once seems to get in under each other's feet, as this guy sees an old woman appear out of nowhere, so he takes a step back, and Liliana, you in front of him.
Sorry.
Okay, but he's not dead?
He is not dead. Between Marco and this guy stood up. He's not holding on to Marco anymore, that's for sure, but he doesn't seem to be dead. Also, Liliana, I think, as you are already paranoid, the bestial failure you suffer is that you increase in hunger.
Great.
Oh, also, Josh, I had a look at my old sheet. I do have a dot in obfuscate on there.
Oh, okay. I mean, we've changed your merit now, so it's not a problem.
That's fine, yeah.
Awesome. This guy basically steps back, grabs his radio, and is like, "Intruders!"
I'd like to make some kind of grab to silence the shit out of him. Make him be quiet.
Okay. I don't know what a grab would be. That's strength brawl.
Strength brawl. Okay. Brawl. Strength. 3.
3 successes. That's... what was this guy? That's enough.
Okay. Oh.
So, you grab him. How?
I'd like to grab the radio with one hand and grab his mouth with the other, like his jaw.
Okay, yeah, he's still shouting. There's get off, fuck off, sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull him really close, and I'll say, "I am going to snap your neck if you do not re-radio them and tell them that you have 2 prisoners captured. We are to bring them with." And I look at them. What is your friend's name?
Nate.
Nate.
Oh, yes, Nate.
Nate's friends. Do you understand?
That is manipulation, intimidation.
Oh god, I don't even think I'm any good at this. Oh lord.
I think for the situation you get a +1 because there are others flanking you.
And also because you've got your hand wrapped around his, jaw.
His face, yeah. Okay, here we go. 2, surprisingly
2
enough.
successes. Okay, this time he's going to roll because I don't know. Okay. Over the radio, you hear intruders, what? Where? And then he's like, do you release him?
I look at one more time in the eye, like, I swear to God, I'll rip your throat out with my bare hands. And I let him go to say, keeping knife, nearby, to say what he needs to say.
My mistake. I misidentified. There's a group here. There's prisoners. And the other guy, the other guy's like, right. Where from? Where to? Nate. We're getting Nate's.
They are half-blood friends of Nate's.
Half-blood friends of Nate's. And the guy over the radio waits a little bit, and is like, "Okay, well, take them to the interview room, and Shuichi will see you there."
Right. And then I'm gonna swing and make take the pommel of the blade to his head to try to knock him out.
Okay, that is Dex melee again.
Oh. I can do that.
You are going to have to get a significant margin of success for this to actually straight out knock him out. 4 success. Okay.
Yay, brain damage!
Yeah.
This guy gets cracked on the head and falls on his ass, but he just looks like the horrible thing that happens when someone has a stroke. He's still conscious, and he's bleeding profusely from the forehead.
Why not just kill him?
All right.
What hunger is everyone at?
Pretty hungry, but I don't eat mortals.
I'm at 2.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Mine's pretty high. I think it's 3.
Okay, no, you should be all right. Yeah, this guy is just starting to look like Marco was a minute ago, except actually.
Look, he's a policeman. Just kill him.
He doesn't look like a policeman.
There is no
he?
need to kill him. We are to get in and get out.
It's true. Tie him to the chair.
But he's a witness.
They already know what we look like.
I don't know what I look like. Florence is just gonna take a knife and slit his throat if nobody stops her.
At least she has balls.
I want to do it.
Okay, Florence
It's
takes
your
a
life,
stain
not
for
mine.
killing in cold blood. This guy was incapacitated. However,
Yeah, but
He's
he
dead
was
now.
threatening. Yes, and he could identify people. He could identify friends. Like he could get loose. There's she wants to rescue her friends, and this guy is. She's just like, I'm sorry, dear, but.
okay. Where to next?
Interesting. All right, now what? Now that they know that we have been captured.
Where do stains go, by the way?
Stains go to in the far right-hand box of your humanity, which is right down the bottom.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think you need to march us out now.
Oh, yes, of course. Can I pick up his gun? You said he had a gun.
Yep, he had a
Would-
pistol.
Would my rats have made an appearance by now?
Yeah, but at this point, you'd see the door push open a crack and then close.
Babies! Babies! Come here. Come
They-
here.
Oh,
Two of them
human.
Where's your brother?
stand
Oh, well.
to attention and like nuzzle you a little bit and then jump back off and stand at the door and wait.
Oh, we found him. Come on. Is he close or far?
Before we go, can you slip me a knife? We're already inside.
Is there a knife on him as well if he's got tactical gear?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I was about to say, take it off you. You cannot have my things.
He's
All right,
he's
I
also
take it,
wearing
but-
a stab vest.
And I slip it into my in my coat or my belt waistband. I put my shirt over it. And you said he's wearing a stab vest?
Mhm.
I'm tempted to like put that on and then zip this all the way up.
We should do that.
What?
I'm gonna do it.
Or
Okay. Just note down that you have a stab vest.
Florence is just going to sort of sneak out and carefully scope out the corridor and things. Is there anybody about?
Okay, in this corridor, it seems to run the length of this office area and then like have a gap right in the middle where it goes like left and right. You assume right is the front door, and left is off to wherever. And there's a couple of people milling around at the far end. They seem to be three of them closed in chatting. Then there seems to be some noise coming from around the corner to the right. Other than that,
Right, where are the rats sort of like leading? Are they like heading towards Nate's cell?
yes, as soon as you open the door, they just bolt and skitter. You hear their claws on the linoleum floor, and they just stand
He's only
outside
over here.
a
We can get him
reinforced
out,
door.
get out of the window. Come on.
so they're at a door scratching.
Yeah, he's only just out the hallway here.
There's a reinforced metal door. Not very far.
Be sneaky. I'm just going to kind of like attempt to sneak to the cell door.
Okay.
And
Florence, that is a dexterity stealth.
okay.
Don't know why I put an extra T in dexterity.
Dexterity. Dex. Stealth.
3 successes. In this situation, there is no cover. But you realize that to get to the door, all you have to do is make sure you get there quickly and then obfuscate. You're
Yes.
obfuscated at the door.
Yeah, so she's just like, scuttle, scuttle. Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think they need to be at the door.
Oh, hello. All right, I'm gonna look down the hall. Is it a lock or?
There appears to be a heavy-looking lock and then one of those L-shaped handles.
So I'm just gonna try the handle just on the off chance. Right.
Oh, I wish there was a luck roll in this. All rolls are luck rolls.
Well, I'll try and get you out of here, Nate. All right. I'm going to sort of try and I'm going to pull on an elderly bobby pin out of my hair and try and fucking pick the lock.
Okay.
I'm like looking at her like,
You've seen this stuff before when you're trying to get into a place to just sleep or whatever when you were homeless. But so this is going to be difficult and you know it. That is dexterity plus larceny.
Right.
if this works, I swear.
I hope it does.
3 successes.
Well, I didn't break the lock, so that's good.
You didn't break the lock. You know that you're going to need significantly more time to make sure this
Oh, this one's a bugger. I wish I had a rake.
What the fuck are you doing? Get me out of here.
I'm fucking trying. Shh, be quiet.
and at the other end of the hall, people are like the three people standing there are like nudging each other, like, who's that?
Yeah, Florence is just going to sort of freeze up.
And then they start walking towards you. Well, one of them starts walking towards you, like, excuse me, can I see your ID?
Okay. Oh, God.
Florence obfuscates again, sort of like she's just like, what?
I will step out because I'm still with an ID and everything from around the corner. Walkie-talkie, I look official, I guess.
I'll be right behind her, like.
Yeah.
Like
no need to be alarmed. I was simply bringing these prisoners down here to join their piece of shit friend.
Oh, okay. I guess that's going to be a manipulation performance. You want to add an extra one by doing a rouse roll?
Yeah.
You do get one for being in the right uniform, at least.
Okay, so you said performance plus manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a 1 to that?
For the uniform.
For the uniform.
If you want to add an extra dice, it's a rouse roll, but after.
Yeah. We're gonna do a rouse roll.
You're fine. You can roll one more dice and see if it helps.
Fingers are crossed.
5. Nope.
It does not help.
Just 1.
I think what happens is this guy is like, okay, you haven't checked in, right? Have you?
There was other guard gentleman radioed, said bringing new prisoners, yeah?
Right. Okay. Come with me and we'll check you in and Shuichi will talk to you.
Right. Suichi. Yes. Can't I just put the 2 prisoners in a room, we lock them in, and I come with you to speak to her? That way they do not have to follow and hear things they should not hear.
We've got to put them through the process, I guess, but we could...
Just hold them here, just for now, till we figure out what to do with them, yeah?
Right.
That's what I was told to do.
Okay, and he waves one of the people who's now walking towards you. He's like, lock those 2 in the interview room. I heard something about that. And then you, come with me.
Yes, of course. I make eyes, I make eyes at the both of them to you're on your fucking own now.
Florence is still kind of up against the wall and obfuscated now. She's just like,
You're fairly certain you're not obfuscated.
no? Okay. Oh, bugger.
Because they have been looking between the 3 of you with suspicion.
Bugger. Oh, all right. We'll get you out. Don't worry. I'll pull my bobby pin out of the lock. This is fine. Babies.
There are 2 of them?
There's 2 people with you now. There's one at the other end of the corridor looking on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of whisper to the rats. I'm just gonna be try and get the key.
That's a good idea. Okay. So I walk down. So I'm walking to the end of the hallway with 2 people or the 1 person?
With 2 people. They're flanking.
Wait, I thought there was 1, because one of them's putting us in the cell.
There is, but I'm
no,
walking
you're
to the
right. You're
opposite-
right. That's what I said. There's one.
Okay, so
1 each. Whee!
There's one
Yeah, so
shoving
one's with
Marco
us.
and Florence, and then there's one
Yeah.
leading Liliana to the seemingly to the front desk, round to the right of the corridor.
Okay, as soon as we round the corridor and it's just he and I am going to attack him.
Okay. You round the corridor, and you see another person at a desk.
Okay, well, never mind.
He's like, fuck it.
Shiv.
Shankity shank.
Yeah, okay. I guess the 2 of you are free to kill somebody.
I don't know. There's a guy at the end of the hallway.
That's
And
the one
so-
that rounds the corner with me. There's one letting you in the room, and then I took
There
one
is
around.
one at the far end, one with
Oh, so
Marco
there are
and Florence,
3
and
total.
one with you,
Yeah.
and now a 4th one at the
So-
desk.
So he would see us if we were to attack this guard.
In the
and would
corridor,
easily-
but this guy does lead you into a less secure-looking room, and then, like, basically gets out a couple of cuffs and moves to chain you to the table.
Oh, so as he's like pulling out those cuffs, I'm like holding up like the thing to show that I'm already restrained. But if he ever turns his back at me, I'm pulling out my knife and I'm going to attack.
Okay, yep. I think you probably do have that opportunity.
Okay. What do I roll?
Dex, melee, -1 for the cuffs. Not cuffs, but, you know, cord.
Bindings.
Ooh.
Messy critical.
Describe.
All right, so as he turns his
One of
back
us
to
is
me,
spicy.
Marco's been through some shit lately, and he's pissed. He's lost one of his good friends. He is fucking just over this Inquisition bullshit, and he takes out his aggressions on this guy.
Shot in the
So-
fucking head.
So he like takes this knife and he like jabs it into the back of this guy's neck and just starts like just lapping up the blood and just keeps jabbing and jabbing and jabbing and jabbing as much as he possibly can, as fast as he possibly can.
Oh dear. Hurry up, we've got to get out of here. Take his keys, take it. In fact, while he's doing that, I'm just going to be going through the guy's pockets for like keys and ID and stuff like that. Just like, right, okay, let's find some keys and things.
Marco, you
And
get...
while you're doing that, he's
That's
still
twitching.
stabbing. He's pissed.
This guy's leg is probably just like spasming. It's just like,
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Like,
Yup. I think... Do you want to feed, or are you just tasting the blood?
I just tasting his blood.
Okay.
I wasn't really feeding.
Okay.
If I was feeding, I would have bit into him.
True. Oh, and because that was a dexterity roll, I should remind you now have the ability to increase your dex rolls with celerity. Or non-combat ones, that wouldn't have counted.
That's right. Yeah.
And dodging once around. Anyway,
Okay.
this guy is dead. You do, however, now realise, Marco, that there is blood on every surface, one of them including a mirror.
oh shit.
All right.
Right, so yeah, I'm just going to sort of like go through. Has he got keys and things on him?
He has keys.
Right. I think at this point, stealth is not a thing, is it? We should just
It
get
is
us.
not.
Right, okay.
I pick up the knife, I clean it off, and I like take off the guy's vest and throw it at Florence. With this on.
Oh, fine. Oh,
Is there a helmet?
This guy... No.
Okay.
right, okay.
Does he have a gun?
This guy does not have a gun, he does have a baton.
I will take the baton and I will throw it over to Florence. Use this.
I've got one. It's fine. I don't need it. Oh, fine. I'll just shove it in a pocket somewhere. Right, come on, let's go. Just grab the keys and I'm just like, let's go, quickly.
All right, I'm like, Florence, I need you to be silent and stealthy. I'm going to stay inside here. We cannot alert the guard at the end of the hallway.
They can see me.
Liliana,
It's a white corridor. Let's go. Come on.
you are going through
You
some
distract
very
them.
boring, monotonous questions about what transport you came on, but actually, no. Should you just swipe your ID here? Yes. And then over the radio, you hear a woman's voice that's just like, "The fuck did you let in here?"
Somebody sounds upset.
And they all get out guns, and one of them points it at you, and they hear like, "Interview room now."
Seems like we
Alright,
should be going. I pull gun to try to play it off.
I pull gun.
Okay. And she says, "Oops," and then I'm going to attack them.
Okay. Just so you know, you have celerity powers that I think might apply in this instance.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 5 celerity powers.
No, you got 4.
4. I'm sorry. Yes, you're correct. 4.
Anyway, you can, yeah.
What is blink?
Blink is what you think it is. It's basically teleporting between, to and away from people.
Oh,
Like Nightcrawler.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I say, whoops, and I'm going to try to draw them away from the room. So I would like to blink to the opposite side of the desk space that we're standing in to try to draw them my direction.
Oh, okay. So you you are next to the people. So you take a basically supernaturally fast dodge action into cover. There's one person on this side, but they're not facing you now.
Great.
I think
will
that
use,
counts as a rouse check.
Does it? Okay.
To use that ability.
To use blink, and I don't need to roll that celerity, correct?
You don't need to roll that celerity. I'm going to double check the actual
Rousing
rolls for that.
success.
But yeah, you are on the opposite side of this person. You have the drop on them. Are you going to shoot them?
I will shoot them.
Sweet.
Finally, someone shoots a gun. none of us have firearm ability.
I was about to say, so that's firearm and what? I don't even know what firearms
firearms
is.
plus dexterity for you.
Plus dex. Good. Oh, I only got 1 success. That's unfortunate. I just rolled poorly.
1. Oh.
Dang.
You gonna?
Do you have any
willpower
willpower?
I guess I could willpower that.
Yeah, you can re-roll 3 dice.
Fingers are crossed.
Oh, good googly. Here we go. Nope.
2
And
successes.
then gun drops gun.
Identical. It's not meant to be.
Oof. No. You clip the person that's facing away from you, but with the rush of wind and now pieces of paper just burst into the air. He basically dodges, but not intentionally, that's for sure. And you clip him in the arm and it doesn't really do anything.
Doesn't do anything to him.
And so now 2 people are going to shoot at you.
Great.
Yikes.
I was about to say, I'd love to climb the ceiling if at all possible. Any way that I can dodge. I don't know what the action is for dodging.
The action for dodging is Dex plus Athletics, and you can activate Fleetness to add your celerity to that for the entire scene.
Okay, so my celerity is 4.
Mm-hmm. You will have to rouse check for that.
Okay, so oops.
You are.
Is that how I do that? That's the
For the
celerity?
rouse check. You increase in hunger.
Okay, I do increase in hunger. That's a fine. We're about to get real hungry here, people. And then I needed to roll. What was the other one?
That is Dexterity plus Athletics plus 4.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. 6.
6
Ooh,
successes.
bestial failure.
No.
Oh, it's not?
No, because you got 6 successes. I think you can be on the ceiling now if you want, basically.
I'm just I hop and I crawl to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Trying to dodge their fire.
Yeah, they're not thinking about where you are now. They're thinking about where you were.
Yeah.
And two people let off shots. Florence and Marco, you hear this as I'm assuming you will have left and possibly gone to Nate's door at this point if you want.
Yeah, Florence is just right, come on, let's have it happen. She's just like...
Well, yeah, whoever was at the end of that hallway is probably now dealing with whatever the fuck is going on. Or at least confused, gunshots and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume. I don't know, maybe not.
So yeah, Florence is just scrabbling, trying to find the correct key for this fucking key holder. Like, no, that one didn't. No.
There is going to be a whole ring of them. That's going to be a roll.
Wait, are they labeled?
There are a couple of different plastic coverings on some of them, but you don't know what that means yet.
Bugger.
Do an intelligence plus investigation to figure out the right key quick enough.
Can I help her with this?
You can lean over her shoulder and add +1 if you want.
Yeah.
So Florence +1.
1.
2 successes. You get it open, but not before
And
you
Nate's
see
dead. No.
the image of Inspector Shuichi bursting out of the door next to the investigation room, pistol raised, and she will fire at you.
Florence?
She's going to make sure she hits you with a willpower.
Oh god.
Ooh, okay. Are you dex dodging, Florence?
Yes.
Sorry, not
that's right.
dex dodge. It's dex athletics in this one.
Okay, athletics. Do.
Come on, Florence.
Athletics.
You have vampiric resilience, yeah?
Probably.
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's good. Because you take 4 superficial damage. Halved is 2.
2 super, right.
A bullet sinks into you. It's not that much of a problem, really. None of these organs work anymore.
Okay. Alright, so I was just like,
Nate, you're free.
come on, let's go!
Yeah.
Oh, as the door opened, do I clock the dead rat on the floor?
Oh no, he's like kicked that. Like that shit is way under the bed.
Fair enough.
You fucking skinny
we-
bitch. Thank God you're here.
No, it's not time to talk. We have to leave.
Run! And I'm just gonna pull Nate into the room, sort of like where we got through the window in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we close enough for that?
Yeah.
I think as a kind of narrative function, it is possible to do that in a turn. You're going to have to do dex athletics to kind of dodge and escape, but you will be able to do it this turn.
Okay.
Just so you know, the intention of the people here who have weapons is to shoot you and capture you. So that's what they're going to be trying to do this turn. Liliana, you have a slightly different objective, however.
I do. Do I see her?
Shuichi.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Since I guess I'm on the ceiling and I'm scuttering away, I'd like to scutter back their direction. As soon as I see them, I would like to yell out, "Take the keys and run! I am not done here!" And I'll toss the keys their direction to the hidden car that's in the alleyway outside the facility.
Car keys sail through. Nate, Marco, Florence, that's going to be dex athletics from you all.
Okay.
Liliana's doing a decent job at distraction, though, so that's +1 for everyone. 3 successes. 2 successes. And have you done Florence? 2 successes for Florence. Have you all added one as an extra dice?
Nate,
Is this? What, is
you
this?
had one?
No, I have
Did-
-1.
Did you get?
Why'd you minus
Oh,
one?
of course, because you had. There we go.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
Nate's the only one that doesn't get shot, basically.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Even with my ability.
Yeah. Oh right, yes. Do you want to activate your fleetness?
Oh yeah.
That's going to
For
be a
sure.
rouse check.
And can I do that new one that I got
The
on
animalism?
her?
On thingy? Yes.
Yeah, just to see what she is. maybe.
Shuichi? Okay, yes. You need to roll me. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Resolve plus animalism. So that's resolve +1 for you.
Okay.
Oh, and you probably don't have the right thing set up, so I will accept literally any way of rolling. I think it's 5 dice for you, right?
Okay. How do I do that? Resolve, isn't it?
Resolve, yes.
And then what attribute will I put in?
Whichever one only has 1 dot in it as kind of a substitute.
Okay, let me just see which one has 1. I think strength is the only one that has 1.
So yeah, so do resolve plus strength for a substitute.
-1.
2 successes. Ooh,
I think that's accurate because he's going pretty quick.
For you, you see something not right. She's mortal. She intends to murder you. At this point, she's angry, and you can see that in her eyes. But there's also a beast inside her. It's not very strong. It's not even as strong as yours. But there's a beast inside her.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I drop down between her and them?
Yes.
And again, I yell, "Run!"
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened with me taking damage and like?
Oh no, Marco didn't take damage.
Okay.
Florence, you take another 2 superficial damage as a second bullet sinks into your back. You are, however, all now, if you wish to be, jumping out of the window you broke through.
All right.
Before I leave, I'm gonna yell at Liliana, and I'm like, Liliana, free as many thin bloods as you can, if you can.
You're the one with the keys.
Yeah. She's like, I have more important things to do.
I know, but if you have time.
As
Liliana,
bullets are like flying around.
most of the bullets miss you, even though they're headed straight at you. It's weird. Liliana, what is your intention this round?
I would like to fire off as many shots as possible at this mortal. Actually, what I'm trying to do is draw them away. I need to get them away from the 3 of them. So if that means if there's a way for me to go deeper into the facility, great. She has not found what she came here for, so her mission is not complete.
Yep. You will have seen a big double doors opposite the entranceway, kind of across to the main long corridor. It seems to be openable. They're big, heavy doors, but you could open them in there. So you're shooting back. That's going to be Dex firearms.
Fuck shit up.
Fuck shit up.
Yeah.
7 successes. Okay.
Yes. That's what we like to see. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, I picture she's like firing and running and going, ha! You want me? Come get me.
Okay, so from your perspective, Liliana, there's something beautifully vicious about the way spouts of red burst out of, even through the stab vests of these poor security guards. All of them go down, apart from Shuichi. She takes like 5 bullets, and she keeps coming.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to run through those double doors and keep running.
There is a significant amount of staked people in here.
Free the thin bloods. Free the thin bloods.
God.
Echo.
Can I rightfully assume that she's the person I'm looking for, the serial killer?
No.
Or I can rightfully assume that person is definitely here at least?
Not necessarily. You might assume that the serial killer information is here, or it could be among these bodies. You don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there any way that I can creep my way back in?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that because if Sweety's gone after her, I would have taken the keys and gone for the other doors.
It's entirely possible. Yes.
Undo our ties and...
I am aware that, Little Red Dot, you have to get off to another show.
I do have to go jump on another show.
So let's quickly say, before we finish up with the Thin Bloods, Liliana, it's been a fairly unsuccessful mission, but you are in a vast storeroom of what you can safely assume is staked vampires. Unmoving. What do you do?
Yeah, is there a way out from this place?
There are a couple of It's quite high, and you might be able to break through the roof with a couple of skylights and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, so I guess since I cast that ritual, I'll start climbing. I run in the room and basically bolt for a wall, and I'd like to climb up and out, if at all possible.
Okay, one final Dex Athletics plus your celerity.
Ooh, okay. You said Dex plus Athletics.
Mm-hmm. Plus celerity.
My celerity is 4. So I'm just going to 4 to that.
Another messy critical.
Haha.
I don't know why I rolled. That was stupid. Bullets ping as you see Shuichi screaming and ranting from down below by the door. And you can break out however you want. You're on the roof.
Yeah, I'm on the roof. I look behind me long enough to see if they've made it to the car. If I don't see them quickly, she turns and runs. So yeah, I guess I will. Yeah, it's she runs. Liliana runs. She needs to regroup to be able to complete this mission, but she feels like maybe she got some of the information she needed.
You have a significant amount more information than you did previous to now.
Yeah.
About this facility, at least.
And she books it on foot into the night, disappearing as she hits the darkness and shadows.
Okay. Thank you very much, Little Red Dot, for joining us.
Yes, you were amazing.
What show are you about to go on to?
So actually, I'm playtesting a new game called Die Laughing. I'm headed over to do that here right shortly, actually. It's a new game based on like very B-rated horror-style movies where you play these very cliche, stereotypical characters. I'll be playing the stoner, but there's like the cheerleader and the jock, and it's very much based off your Jasons and your Freddy Krueger-style movies. So I'm going to go be playtesting that here in a second with a bunch of people from some podcasts you may know, including the Venture Maidens.
Cool.
So that should be a ton of fun. And then right after that, I'll be going to another game this evening over on Nerd Immersion, which you can check me out on. We are playing through the Princess of Apocalypse campaign. So
Nice.
so I play a game for the next like 7 hours or something like that. So
That's a long fucking day. Come back from camping, 7 hours.
yep, straight into it, right? So yeah, you can check me out. Like I said, I do a lot of gameplay, but my schedule's always up on my Twitter, and you can always join my Discord, which you can find that link on my Twitter if you prefer that as your, social of choice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What channel is that on? That you're going to
I
next?
believe it's a podcast network. Hang on, give me 2 shakes and I can actually tell you that because I am going to absolutely forget. I just retweeted it. Which channel is it on? Because they were trying to decide. Tonight, it is going to be on the Don't Split the Podcast. So Don't Split the Podcast, and their Twitch is / Don't Split the Podcast.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you for joining us. I know you have to rush, but Liliana.
Thank you guys so much.
badass.
I will continue to check your show out. I started watching it before I left. I was like packing all my camping stuff and watching, so now I have to like continue watching to catch up to figure out how I actually fit into all this.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
You were amazing. Thank
No.
you.
You guys, yep. I will definitely catch up and keep watching.
We appreciate
Yep, and
it.
I'll see you Fuzzy on Wednesday. So bye.
See you guys. See you.
Uh-oh. I forgot about that.
Dun.
Hang on. Can I join? You know what?
Didn't you already have a scene set up for 4 people?
Oh, I might do. Live webcam for peeps. No, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, thank God for past
I
Josh.
remembered for you.
Thank you. You're all named wrong, but it's a bit late for that.
Okay.
So,
Hey, my name is
your
sort of
name's
right.
correct. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right.
You are going back into the facility. You have the keys. Marco.
Well, I don't know if we
Florence
should.
is not going back into the facility. Marco is
Oh,
speaking
yeah.
at the other 2 to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I might not now that I'm assuming we've seen her run out, like Liliana run out. Of the facility. Have we
You
seen
don't see her
Liliana-
run out. You know that she's in there. That's all you know at this point.
Florence is just like, they've got guns and there's a lot of them and there'll be more on in a minute and there's alarms going off and let's get the frick out of
All
here.
right, you're right. Maybe
Where are my babies? Come on, babies. I'm missing one of my babies.
Hey, we got the free car out of this, though.
What?
Are you guys fucking serious? There is like God knows how many people trapped in these cages. Like, at least get one or two of them out. They're right there.
I'm gonna look down the corridor. Are there there sort of people still running around, or has she dealt with all of the nearby ones for now?
You can't hear any more shooting aside from a few smaller sounding pops in the distance. Like, there was a significant amount of shooting, then there was no shooting, then there was a little bit of shooting, and now it's silent.
Ooh. Fine then. Florence is going to sort of go back in, just go to the nearest door and open it.
You see Alex looking like he has had the shit kicked out of him. There are pieces.
Isn't that your?
We're getting you the fuck out of here, man.
All right, go to the next door, open it.
I think Nate would go down and try and help Alex if he can't walk.
Yeah, I'll help too, as much as I can.
Alex needs some help.
As many doors as she can while keeping an eye out for.
One of them is empty, and another one is a Thin-Blood you recognise. Well, yeah,
Come on,
a Thin-Blood you recognise from.
Office down there. The window's open. Go.
That one seems a bit more sprightly, and it's just like, okay, and just bursts through the door. You hear like a clatter of chairs and stuff.
Oh god, he's making so much noise.
Distractions, right? And yeah, I'm just going to sort of open as many doors as I can.
Okay, there were. That's all you get. There's one empty one,
3 or 4.
Alex, and that.
All right,
other Thin.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, okay, we've done something at least. Come on, let's go.
Awesome. Which way do you go out?
Out the window.
Out the window.
Did she kill that guy, or did she just knock him unconscious?
No, she killed him.
Yeah, the security guard. Yeah, Florence cut his throat.
Security guard is dead. There's a lot of blood in that room that you're now passing through, and from behind you you can hear "Stop!" in Shuichi's recognizable tones.
Oh, this fucking bitch! Just get out of my life.
I'm gonna be. Wait, that's right. I wouldn't know. Florence knows that she's something else, right?
No.
Nate knows.
Okay, so I wouldn't say anything then.
Yeah. So
Guys,
Florence just goes for that fucking window like as fast as she can, because she doesn't want to get shot again.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to dive into the room and just run away.
Okay.
I think Nate would make sure that like Alex and that got out first, or if Alex didn't, he'd hang out, he'd get Florence probably get out, then they'd probably toss out the other Thin-Bloods, right? And then
one of the Thin-Bloods appears to be like already halfway across the distance to the gate. Alex needs help. You help him through. And behind you hear Shuichi running, and then once you're out the window, there's like a burst through a door, and like, you fuckers! I'm gonna fucking drain you!
What? Drain us? Did she just say drain as I'm like starting the car?
And yeah, you as you're running through the gate, like, you eventually hear the front doors burst open again of the building, and like shots are fired. Maybe there's a ping off a gate or a metal post, but like nothing hits you, and you disappear into the night.
Probably just hear Florence distant cackling and
We'll drive back to the cabin.
I feel like Nate wouldn't let you. I feel like he'd be like, no, we gotta take care of something, and he'd like message Eric and be like, where are you?
I am not dealing with your bullshit romance.
I don't
You
give
don't
a
have your
fucking shit.
phone, mate.
I literally will kick you out.
Oh yeah, I don't have my phone. It's gone. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was like, I will kick you out the car if you think we're not going back to the cabin.
Marco, you do, however, hear once again ringing in the back of your head. Come to me, Marco. I want to see you, darling.
Oh, Lord. I drop them off, and then I peel off without them.
Where are you go? Oh, bugger.
I go see Angelica.
Cup of tea, Nate.
Think I want fucking tea, bitch. Like, do you know what I've been like? Where's your skinny ass been the last few fucking days?
Trying to work out a way of rescuing you, you little shit. And have did you see my rats? By the way, I'm missing.
Yeah, it was
one of my
fucking
babies.
disgusting. I don't know how you eat that shit.
What do you mean disgusting?
Like vomit, like literally pure shit. Like it tasted like the inside of a gutter.
You ate one of my babies.
Yeah, and I regret fucking doing it because it was awful.
Florence,
Florence just lunges at you.
lose 1 point in retainer.
God damn it! You ate one of my babies.
Which should be
I come back to just blood everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
should be on the chronicle page. Yeah.
Chronicle page, right? Okay. God damn it!
Okay. How does this
yeah.
fight happen? Like, you're both pretty pathetic at this point.
I feel like
Yeah.
Nate would just back, like he wouldn't even like he'd try and just like dodge her and just like, okay, get off me.
Yeah, no, Florence is making a serious effort to punch you in your stupid goddamn face because you just ate one of her babies and I've been breeding those things for bloody 40 years.
That's a strength brawl.
Right.
She King concaves in your face.
Do I get to roll against her or no?
That if Dex Athletics. If you -1 if you want to roll against.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Do you know if it's a bestial failure or not?
If she loses this.
Oh, okay.
She loses this.
The shoe.
Oh, Florence, you've spent so much time and effort denying your beast that this one slip-up is just too juicy of a chance for it to not take advantage. You feel, and I have the perfect thing, I don't even need to roll to decide.
Oh shit.
This is... I'm gonna send this to you in private.
Oh.
And it's probably going to persist over to next week. That is your compulsion. Nate, you dodge out the way easy.
Like, what the fuck you doing, bitch?
You've not had someone decent to talk to in a very long time, so I don't know how you feel about this.
Doing something decent to talk to right now. Like, have you seen her?
But yeah, it's sort of,
Damn. Am I going to have to give you another stain like I did to Marco? Disrespect.
No.
Damn.
He just wants the. He is
yeah.
so hungry.
yeah,
And
Florence
he's
just like
pissed.
flails a few more times and then just all ends up hunched on the floor, just like.
Because, like, in Nate's mind, the amount of times that he's been interviewed and, like, not given away their location, and then to come back to see that she hasn't showered, that the place is still a fucking mess.
It's
It's a derelict house.
It's
And
a
all
lot
she
tighter
is
than it
is
used to be.
harass.
She's put effort
like-
into this. There are, in fact, nice sticks in the front garden, in nice little rows. There's been things moved about, tidied up, actual crockery here. You don't know what happened, but it's got a weird vibe to it, this place now. Marco, you know, I think this is how it works. You know pretty much where she is. She's
Yeah.
at the goth club. You turn up.
I show up and go through the back door, not the front.
Yeah. You're let in. They're clearly aware of who you are. And she's in her usual attire. Darling.
I'm looking at her like not even entertained. You have no idea the shit that I've gone through today.
Oh, dear.
I dropped the bloody knife.
Oh, that's awful. Come, please. Rest
No.
with me.
I know what you Camarilla are trying to do to us Thin-Bloods.
And then you are very aware of exactly what I am allowed to do to you in my domain. Please. I can ease your pain. And she offers her wrist.
I pick up the knife, I clean it off, I put it back in my waistband. I'm like, fine. So I like saunter over, and as I'm pretending that I'm gonna bite her, I'm gonna quickly stab her. Right in the throat. And not to kill her.
I think that's a good place to end it.
I'm purposely not trying to
Oh, no.
cause artificial damage. I have a reason for doing this.
You are well aware the difference between you and other vampires when it comes to taking damage. You are squishier.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think it's time to do remorse rolls.
Ooh, okay.
So everyone, please, Nate, I think you had one from last session that we didn't do. Marco, you feel real bad about what was it you did? Oh, you drank from a vampire.
That's right.
You drank from a vampire tonight.
Or lose a humanity then?
Yeah.
With a humanity pass?
Oh, no, you retain your humanity and you feel bad. That's the important thing. The thing that separates you from the monsters is that you regret your actions. You've contradicted one of your core beliefs. But you resolve yourself to maybe try and fix that. It was a tough time.
I'm assuming Florence feels super bad for stabbing the security guard.
You slit a person's throat. And Nate.
Yes.
You should have one stain from last session.
Yeah. I think you gave it to me, didn't you? From giving away the Taj's place?
Yeah. So you need to roll a remorse roll now.
Okay.
So I'll put that in there for you. And then you, at the very bottom of your sheet, you click remorse.
Okay. And just 0 modifiers?
0 modifiers. For giving away Taj's mansion, he kind of was nice to you. Compared to almost every other vampire that was trying to do something, he was clearly trying to get something out of whatever Molly's deal was.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, he was relatively polite. He explained himself. He helped you in several situations, and you feel bad for betraying him.
All right.
But you get rid of your stains, all of you, and you retain your humanity.
Well, so basically, you can murder
I can't wait to show you what I was planning when it comes to stabbing that girl.
I am going to have to write that down, because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to resume it next time, but not next week, as I reminded you at the very beginning. Yeah, what are you four thinking?
What?
For, I don't know, the next time?
I've got a plan for Angelica. I don't plan on killing her at all. I think I'm gonna try to seduce her.
After
sexually.
you stab her.
Kinky. I think she's into some kinky shit.
Interesting.
I'm gonna try and spin this in
Okay.
some way, shape, or form.
Cool. See you next time, everyone.
Getting weird.